Holy shit, I'm back. Bet you guys thought you saw the last of me as some of these dickbags killed Strahd. But no, I am back with a new campaign. And let's just say this one probably not going to be so nice to the players in. So, before we get started here, you know yourselves, the rule of the Emerald Collective is we do all our shout outs and blurbs at the start of the game. So, first of all, our Patreon is now live, and you can head over there by clicking the link that's going to pop up periodically in chat. It's also in our link tree down the bottom there, so if you make sure you give that a look there and check it out for free, you will get some cool stuff. Depending on the tier you choose, you'll receive some original monsters, magic items, and maps to use in your games each month. There'll also be the opportunity to get early access to our podcasts, discounts on select items at drivethrurpg.com, as well as maps from Kate here, who is somewhere around me in the overlay, and some stuff from Mark Corrigan of Shunnock Games, who I will mention in a few minutes again as well, and a few other of the great creators here in the EC. A few of them have Zorp's Art there, that's the one I was forgetting, who have so graciously agreed to give discounts for people who sub to our Patreon in that regard. And Zorp's is also responsible for all of the awesome Patreon art that you will see over there. If you don't have the coin to spare to pledge, fear not, you can give the Patreon a follow and get a free original monster and magic item for your trouble. And I'm fairly certain here Dave is throwing up a fair few of Kate's maps there that has been shown on our stream, the Sopron Saga. Do not tell Kate, she's not supposed to know. Episode 10 of our very first podcast of many to come, No Silver Linings, a Call of Cthulhu story set in 1920s Ireland. It's actually like 1918, so that's, just saying, guys, you're lying. By Mark Corrigan of Shunnock Games. Drops tomorrow for Patreon subscribers at the Jeweler tier, with episode 9 hitting all the regular platforms, I don't know, podcast platforms. I just use Spotify, but I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify that same day. And so episode 10, Charlie finds himself at the clutches of an unknown entity, his sanity and life hanging in the balance. The investigators gain a new lead from an eccentric resident of Silvermines. Will the mysteries of the Moonlight Man finally be brought to light? Now, knowing Mark and knowing Call of Cthulhu, I feel like Charlie is probably in a bad way. So please go over there and show some love. I'm sure it'll mean a lot to the guys running that thing. It is a great podcast. I'm a few episodes behind, but everything I've heard, I have thoroughly enjoyed. Like, genuinely, it's amazing. Really good, interesting, and great game to listen to. And Dave, who is in the background of Kate, has done an amazing job mixing that. Some of the little details put in are just amazing. So, now that, guys, you've noticed, we've hit September here, and on Twitch that means one thing: Subtember. All month long, we are up. You can save on subs, so there's no better time to renew that sub or give subs to folks that you think will enjoy this channel. Twitch are offering 25% off 1 month subs and 3 month subs, and 30% off 6 month subs. There will also be promos on bits, so check out all the deets on twitch.tv. So basically, if you want to fuel my ability to do horrible things to these people, keep those subs coming and bless give the DM, always the DM. I've definitely never said otherwise. So, following up this on Thursday, our next stream is Rebirth of the Graven King. Passing through the recently renovated entrance hall to the malevolent entity Shazastar's dungeon proper, the party have fought hard, but also taken some serious hits along the way. One room remains, the heavy stone door adorned with the symbol for water. But the party are painfully aware that they've all offered up their own blood in a previous room in order to progress. What power will Shazastar hold over them now that he possesses their life essence? And what dangers await their arrival in the last room? Join us on Thursday to find out. Look, I know Dave. I play in one of Dave's games. I know what he's capable of. It's going to be something horrible, and he's going to, even if the party scrape by the skin of their teeth, survive, up the DC, I suppose, up the CR is what I want to say, of the following encounter. So definitely worth tuning in. That campaign is really starting to take off in the danger direction, and I cannot wait for one to hear what consequences it'll have. Following that, next Tuesday, our next stream, I don't know if I have a blurb for this here, so I'm just checking now, but it is our other game there. It's not a D&D stream, one of very few other games that we do here on the channel. It is our Shadow Dark game, Against the Crimson Queen. I do believe Kira, Freya Ravenbride here, is a player in that game. I don't have a blurb here myself. So Freya, what's going on in that game at the moment?
So at the moment, we've made a new friend. And I think it's been trusted so far. in it. And we've just beaten a load of evil smelly things
Nice.
that were there. It wasn't so. I think we've gotten through with the help of our new friend. We're gonna save all the villagers and people from the depths.
My only experience with Shadow Dark is using a random character generator to play like a one shot, where it was like a meat grinder style one shot, where I just kept rolling kobolds. So
Yes.
I have nothing to offer other than that.
Oh, I
Insight
love
wise to that
Shadow
game.
Dark.
It
It's
seems
so
a lot of fun. Ben is a great GM, so definitely check that out if you are free. So that is it for coming up in the future games. I'd like to say a massive thank you to a few key community members here. We're going to start with a few shout outs. One being our Technomancer, Kate, who has done Trojan work, let's call a spade, to get us back on the air there. She's provided constant support for the DMs here to get everything running. She's made the overlay that you see us on now and done a load of work. Kate also provides a lot of maps for some of the Patreon and some of the other streams on this channel, such as Rebirth of the Graven King and Saffron. So please go check out her details on It's a Map IRE. I believe, Kate, your commissions are open? Yeah, so go commission Kate. Great value for awesome maps. Exactly, yeah. All our games are currently up and running at the moment. So, well, bar the Sunday slots and the other Friday slot, but we'll fill those soon. There is more to hear on those. Following that, I'd also love to give a shout out to Becca Quadruple Bacon, who has done all the amazing artwork for this game. Becca has done artwork for 3 games for us now. She's on this one, Saffron, and The Violent Madness, I believe. I don't think there's other ones. If I'm missing them, and I really apologize, Becca. Great rates. I don't know how Becca's commissions are at the moment, but I believe it's Quadruple Bacon on all platforms, so well worth the show. She's a pleasure to work with, incredibly efficient and great for kind of getting feedback there on the art. She's done an amazing job, as you guys can see from what is above you, or above you in front of you. As well as that, then I'd like to say a final shout out there as well to our former Technomancer and just long-term friend of the Emerald Collective, Christian, who has hooked us up with that amazing intro. Even though Christian has had to step away due to real life responsibilities taking over, he still puts the time aside to help us out there with a few bits like the intros to the stream. And look, his support couldn't be more appreciated. I've said it before, I've said it, I'll say it again. We wouldn't be where we are today without Christian. So if you're in chat there, man, we really appreciate you. So that is kind of it for me. I do believe Stephen in chat has said we don't have audio from Kate. She did say her commissions are open for those who missed it. But if you bear with us, we're just going to test and see if she can kind of come back in here. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, well, look. She's working on it now at the moment, according to Dave in chat. So we're gonna do our character introductions there now. So this is for the first time, guys. You don't have to come up with anything crazy on this, but do your best to kind of give people the vibe of what your characters are. We're gonna start in clockwise order because Kate will be last. Hopefully she'll be fixed by then. So we're gonna start with Freya, who is playing the powerfully magical Elara.
Yes, so mine is a little bit long for her intro, so to give you all a flavor for our very first one. So I am playing Elara Duskwood. She is a striking half-elf of noble birth. She's a tall figure and has alabaster skin, which is accentuated by her flowing long blonde hair and piercing green eyes that seem to hold untold secrets. She was raised in grandeur from her family's ancestral estate. Elara's life was steeped in privilege, yet she was always aware of the whispers surrounding her lineage. From a young age, she displayed unusual talents like glimmering magic. As her powers grew stronger, they attracted the attention of a powerful church, which sought to guide and protect her. But Elara soon discovered that there was more to her abilities than simple magic. A long-buried secret about her lineage began to surface, revealing connections to forces beyond her understanding. She's determined to unravel the truth about her origins. Elara has left the comforts of her noble life behind as she ventures into the unknown. She's driven by a quiet resolve to uncover this hidden past and protect those she loves from the dark forces that are now out to seek her. Despite the weight of her heritage, Elara remains steadfast in her kindness and respect for all, striving to forge her own path in the world full of mystery and danger.
That's great. That is it for Elara. I believe next we do have John playing, I believe it's Ridmack, if I pronounce that correct, Scrapfinder.
Mac.
Ridmack has itchy trigger finger and a cop complex because he's a cop. But kind. I'll tell you.
More like Dog the Bounty Hunter, you know?
Well, you know, they're a cop. I mean, there may be rules and regulations about like what makes a cop, but he's a cop, and he's here to enforce the laws, primarily dealing with pesky mages, doing mage things without a license. Will take you in, get the bounty for maging without a license. He likes spicy food. He likes a good fashionable hat. And he has a dragon named Cupcake, who hangs out with him. When he's not shooting people in the face with a crossbow, he's hanging out with Cupcake.
Yeah, following John, if you could possibly potentially get closer to the mic there, or turn up the volume on that there, chat was saying you sound a bit low. Following John there, we would have VPI playing Max.
Oh crap, I need to unmute. Now I'm listening to myself on the stream to make sure I'm loud enough.
Sound loud enough to me.
Yeah, probably. Why not? Hi, VPI here. What tonight is a new game, and I'm playing a new character and a new class to me.
Is he totally original this time?
He is totally original. Yes, it's not based on anyone in the world at all, alive or dead. Any resemblance or anything, is merely coincidental, and it's what you're gonna do? Not sue us.
No, seriously, guys, please do not. We don't make enough money for that, so that'd be if you could just not sue us, that'd be great.
Lawsuit inbound.
I'm playing Max Madansky, a name that I have to keep looking at to remind myself how it looks and is spelt. He is a wonderfully hench barbarian in his maybe mid-50s, perhaps 60s. Only just. But rather well built. He looks after himself, formerly of a clan of people who I can't remember the name of.
I think they were called the Fist of Epos.
Fist of Epos. See, I knew that. It's not the first time I heard that today.
I've definitely said it to you at some point, but
you might have done. You might have done. Anyway,
I may not have done.
He's around 6 foot tall. Quite look like I said, he looks after himself. Fairly simple attire of a t-shirt, some jeans of some sort, comfortable jeans, of course, nothing too tight. A wonderful black leather duster, because let's face it, dusters are badass. We all know this. And prefers the great axe as his weapon. He also has marvelous mane of brunette in mullet form.
It's definitely brunette. It looks kind of ginger to me.
It's definitely brunette.
Okay.
If anyone asks, it's brunette. Otherwise,
sure?
They get the rage.
Okay. Fair.
Not want to get the rage.
No.
That is Max.
Yeah, follow Max. We have Kean, who's playing Arthur Kane.
I am playing Arthur Kane, and I'm going to be doing a very terrible French accent for the entirety of the stream. At least I'm going to attempt it. Arthur is a prick. Arthur is a rich prick who is trying to spend all of Daddy's money. Can he become a good adventurer? Maybe. Will he die horribly? Probably. Will it be fun? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right for Arthur. And hopefully our Technomancer has some volume now. Kate, if you want to introduce Keeva.
You guys can hear me on Zoom.
I can.
Great, so I'm hoping they can hear me in the chat. My name is Kate, also known as It's a Map on the various socials, where I share maps I make, some of which you'll see used on a couple of the EC games, as Carrie said. Can you hear me, guys? Somebody give me a heads up in chat.
I'm trying to check chat, but my thing is black screen.
We can hear you. Okay, great. You also can see them on our Patreon, where I make new ones every month. I've also recently, as Carrie said, taken on the mantle of teching most of the streams, which has been a steep learning curve, but I think I'm at the top now nearly. I'm playing a new class for myself. Her name is Keeva. She's an elf with violet eyes and grey-white hair. She's pale and relatively short for an elf. She's a seemingly innocent monk with a hidden deadly past. Once a loyal disciple, she now hides from her former order, masking her lethal skills behind a gentle exterior. Though she yearns for peace, her past relentlessly haunts her, pushing her into battles with those who once called her ally.
Yeah, without further ado then, that is all our characters introduced. So let me set the scene. As we enter this adventure, the land of Andromedus, a country known for its steep history with the arcane, a place steeped in natural magics and some less than natural, remnants of ancient battles among deities and the denizens of the abyss and the hells, remnants of clashes between gods themselves. Our camera kind of pans into the far west of Andromedus, to an area known as the Verthorn Valley, I'm gonna say medium-sized sort of open expanse of land that is nestled between two of the more than two kind of converging mountain ranges that border Andromedus from its neighboring countries of Prometheus and Titan. There, it's a place that's kind of the Wild West, for want of a better word, of this country. You know, it's a place where people go to avoid the prying eyes of the kingdom, the tight grip of the ward guard on their licensing, the intrigue and politicalness of city life. The valley is mostly, I say mostly, ran by humans. There are quite a large number of deep gnomes that have actually ventured up from the Underdark to the surface that have settled there in some of the towns, and a decent smattering of the other races as well. Generational descendants of maybe criminals on the run, kind of like the Australia, I guess. There, you know, a lot of people that are descended from people that have been kind of sent here or fled to here from various things. As we kind of zoom further in, our party not quite yet in the valley as they make their way through the boughs of the Aegis Woods, a massive expanse of forest and woodlands that stretches across the entrance to the valley. A forest known for its dark past. It's this kind of place that when you're warned as a child as to where monsters come from, this is one of the places that'd be quite at the top of the list. The Aegis Woods is sprawling. It expands over hundreds, if not thousands, of square miles to the west of Andromedus, a large country in its own right, and is thick. It's dark. It's rumored to be home to a set of drow that live on the surface, which is almost unheard of in other parts of the world. It is not a nice place for a group of fledgling adventurers. As they ride on a cart, about approximately 3 weeks into a journey now from the eastern side of Andromedus, all our party having hopped on at various stages along the way from the capital city of Wyvern Toe. We joined them about maybe 6 in the morning if we're using our world's hours, because I haven't come up with if we do or not. Yet I didn't think of that until just now. As maybe it's a midweek day. It's hard to know at this point. The days have all bled into each other. Your back's all hurt. Your joints ache. You've been sleeping on a wooden board in the back of a cart for most of these 3 weeks, very rarely stopping to camp, as a large amount of this has been through treacherous lands that aren't exactly safe for travel these days. We're going to go to our party here as a man that you guys have come to know quite well at this point, Gormand. He is human, male, balding, about late 50s, early 60s, a bit of a pot belly that has shrunk considerably over the last number of weeks as rations got tighter and tighter. A thoroughly unhappy man, for want of a better word. He has been a less than pleasant host on this truth world. You hear a smattering of expletives, words and shouts and curses from him in his thick accent as the cart comes lurching quickly to a stop. All of you are nearly jostled. If you were asleep, you are now awake. I'm going to move us over onto the map and we are going to kick this campaign off. So, as you guys kind of come to, you hear a Poxy whales fucking stuck again. And there's a loud cacophony of banging and shouting as it kind of tries to fix it. I'm having technical issues moving the map. Bear with me, guys.
No problem.
Roll 20 does not want to do its job.
Waking up too from its nap.
Yeah, it's probably waking up too. It's been a while since I've actually used it live while DMing.
Karg, I think you got another inspo and a boon.
Yeah.
I will take the boon. Inspos do not stack, guys, but I do appreciate the sub anyways. There.
From Solo. I think
Oh,
that's
well,
Christian.
look, if Christian's giving me the inspo, I'll take it. I'll be rude to look at gift horse in the mouth.
mean.
Give me a minute or two. I'm going to reopen Roll20 completely because it is just not letting me move these across. So, as you kind of pan there, you guys are all kind of sitting in the back of the thing. You hear a loud banging as he's kind of walking around, kind of smacking on the wheel. You did hear a crunch and a splintering wood. It's potentially that the wheel has come off. And this has happened before on the journey, but, you know, and he's been able to fix it. But I would say, you know, he seems angrier than normal.
Okay,
I will not be speaking highly of this valet service in the future. Very, very poor.
On TripAdvisor, we will leave a bad rating.
This is just not.
I wouldn't call him a chauffeur now. I think he's trying to help us and do his very best for us.
Yes, but you know, the provisions are not being good. It's not comfortable. You know, my back is fucking killing me.
Walk it off. You'll be fine.
We're
He's
not all
trying
as
his
soft as you,
best.
dude. Some of us have been around. We've slept
I have
on
been
hard
around.
ground.
I'm gonna jump
Been
out.
around
the
what?
car.
Feather pillows?
I have slept on couches before. Okay, I have slept
Oh.
on chairs. I have slept on people. You know,
I'm gonna jump out the car,
What'd you say, Dave?
and as I do,
Papa's just not changing, guys. I apologize here.
yeah, for fuck's sake, you're always fucking complaining. All this trip, all you've done is fucking moaning. Sake.
In that accent too. Am I right?
And I know the accent. Yeah.
what do you mean my accent? Is this? Are you insulting me from where I'm from?
I'm trying to make you smile. Like, come on. It's hard enough out here. Like,
Let's see if we can help him. We
Yeah.
can just get on with things.
Okay. I will also get out of the cars.
they'll all get out of the cart.
Yeah, as you
Give
guys,
this poor man a break.
I will try show you what you see if it will let me, because it just won't move the bloody thing.
We can all cross our fingers.
Someone get chocolate for the man.
Why does it not move? Like, I don't get why it's doing this. I've exited Roll20 a few times, guys. I'm sorry.
These stuff
They're letting you
happens.
drag the
Oh, maybe because
party-
yeah,
the party
yeah, it's
button.
not. Yeah, it's not letting me move that for some reason. I've refreshed the page a few times. I've logged out and logged in. Of course, it would happen in the new game.
Perfect time for it to happen.
It gives us time to
Sure.
mess with the driver guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you get out, you are kind of in a. I'm gonna try. Exit game again and re-enter. See if it works this time. If I exit it. As you guys are going to kind of re-enter there, or exit. I'm saying words. As you guys get out of the cart, you see, you know, Gorman is kind of down by the wheel. He's hammering on it with a hammer. It does seem like the axle itself. It's not like the bearing of the wheel is pulled off. The axle itself is splintered, and there are vines tangled in the wheel that seem to be growing out of the ground below you.
Out of the ground.
Out of the ground.
Oh.
You go.
No, you work away.
I was gonna. Can I do like an Arcana check to see if this is magical in nature?
You can indeed.
Yeah, but I'm
high
not that
DC.
good. Yeah.
1 second, guys. I'm just gonna try logging on a different browser, see if that fixes it. While he's
Okay.
doing that.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's an
Ooh.
unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Boom.
How are you? Please explain to me how you're kind of investigating this, and let me know kind of what information you're bringing.
So I'm looking at it and I'm kind of seeing, is it new? Like I've seen plants being planted. I have my family estate has a big garden that all the servants tend to. So I know like when things are meant to be fresh. I'm also going to poke at it with my sword and see if it like grows back straight away or feels magical in nature. I probably have ruined that unnatural 20 roll by not describing how I'm doing.
No, it reacts. Yeah, it does react. It kind of twitches and recoils slightly.
No, I'm not a herbologist or anything like that, but I don't think plants are meant to move.
Is it
Try
growing up
licking it.
around his legs while he's trying to fix it, Gormont?
No, seems to be
No.
kind of slow.
It's okay. I might just kind of move him back out of the way for the moment and just be like, I think you need to just stand over here just for a moment. There's something very strange happening. I don't want you to get hurt.
Something
And
seems
don't
off.
give me your whining. Just
Give me
Please trust us.
a persuasion roll.
token first. Workstation. Haha.
I cannot see the roll 20 right now, so please tell me what these are getting. I'm
It
trying to fix
Is
this.
a
7. Oh dear.
7.
7. He kind of looks at you and just kind of scoffs and goes back to what he's doing. He's just hammering away on this.
She tried.
Do you think you can
Okay.
fix this, Gorman?
Do any of you know the mending spell?
Nope.
No, sorry, that's the wrong accent. Do any of you know the mending spell?
I don't do spells.
I also have no magic. I can stab at it. I'm going to stab at the plants.
Oh.
I can smack it. If you think that'll help.
You can certainly try. To quote a DM that is somewhat famous.
I'm
Here we
going.
go,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm going.
I should be able to work this now. Hopefully, I've logged in on a different browser, and hopefully, Roll20 will listen to me now. If not, this will be a very short first stream because I will not be able to move this on, and we'll have to do theater in mind for everything. That's not fun. Yeah, you can stab it. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, like just not roll a 1, kind of.
That's a 22. Why am I rolling
Woo!
well? I don't like.
Yeah,
that.
you were the wheel. Roll damage.
Don't use them all
Roll
up.
that. Yeah. That's a 10.
Yep. How do you splinter the wheel?
Well, no, I'm aiming for not the wheel, the
The thing.
the vine.
Yeah, you slice through the vine. Now the wheel is still broken, but you do slice through the vine.
Okay. This should be easier to fix now.
Eventually, the wheel does kind of flop and hit Gorman on the face as it was
Oh
being
no.
broken.
Okay, you saw me go to stab it. Okay, you should, and you were told to move out of the way. This is entirely your fault.
I don't know who made you put you in charge here, but fine.
You know, right of
Right.
birth and all that.
Roll20 just does not want to cooperate with me today. Sorry, guys.
Elara
It was
will
working
scoff at
perfectly
that
fine
because
earlier.
she is of noble birth. She tries to hide it more so you wouldn't know, but
Car,
I
can
don't
you
know,
give
I'd
it
say she
to...
could be higher.
Would I be able to do it on the Emerald Collective?
No, because you don't GM right. I'm reloading into the game now. It seems to be working a bit better, but it's just I'm moving on to a different desktop. It was just showing me the black screen, but hopefully it should work now because I can see the other bits.
Okay. Well, if it was possible to give me GM rights, Dave's right behind me. He can figure it out because I don't.
I will see in a minute if it
No
works.
worries.
I think it should work now.
Let's cross.
Let's have a.
No, I can't seem to just move whatever tab we're on for some reason.
He's having trouble with the tab. Didn't happen?
No. I have to roll 20 times.
Right, it's giving me a tutorial. Maybe that's why. Yeah, just what is happening?
The vines. They're already in the book. They're in the maps. No!
Oh god.
It's the meta.
I do apologize, guys. I am somewhat more prepared than this. It just for some reason does not want to let me move what screen we're on here to the new map.
Ben says the same thing happened to him on the charity stream.
Ben, do you know of a fix?
Couldn't drag the party to the tab without the map. Or with the map. Ben, do you know how to fix it?
It's not the folders thing. It's just it's the actual. It's like it's appearing slightly in the corner and then it's not moving.
Okay, Carrick, Dave said if you want to send him the login information, he can do it for you.
Yeah. Okay. One sec here. See if it will hopefully it'll work for him. Yeah, Dave, I'm trying to DM you on Discord if he's in the background there.
Yeah, he's DMing you on Discord, Dave.
Right.
So, question while we're
Go for it.
sitting here. So we've known each other for the 3 weeks we've been traveling only, or before, or
that
for
is
like other
not-
ones that we, for viewers, letting them know.
I'd say some of you may have known each other beforehand. It's not really. It hasn't been established whether session
Hmm.
0. I think Max may know one of the richer people as he's been hired. I think that was established, but we didn't settle on who.
Super.
Well, while we're waiting here, maybe we should make some breakfast.
Yeah, if we're going to be here a while, I think we need a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Stretch out the backs, maybe.
Sounds like a plan.
That sounds great. And Archer goes to go sit on a rock. And let everyone else make breakfast.
And Elara give him a tiny little firebolt at his feet to make him get up. just a little flick, like,
That is rude.
oh, come on, you smiled a little.
I smiled a little, but it was still
Yeah.
rude.
I got
was-
you a little.
It's also rude to sit on your boat while everybody else do all the work.
Go on, get some firewood
Oh,
for us
I-
or something.
Come on, we're all.
You can
all
do it.
Okay. Okay,
I
where do
believe
I
in you.
find firewood? Does it have to be set on fire first?
It's just wood that hasn't been set on fire yet.
Is he doing this thing on purpose or not?
Then what the fuck would you call it firewood?
No fucking.
That's-
I'm helping
Okay.
with the wheel and trying to help Gorman with the wheel and get it in play. It's fucking.
Dave, if you need me to exit the game real quick, let me know.
If he said if you.
What map am I moving to? 1?
What map is he moving to?
1. Oh, I think I got it to work.
Hey,
Did it move for him?
Yeah, it did.
It
It's
moved for me, yeah.
It's moved on screen.
perfect.
Look at us.
So,
America.
we
thank
are.
you. If Dave, if that was you that moved it, I was clicking it at the same time and trying to drag it, so I don't know what happened there. But if Dave moved that, thanks a million, Dave. You're a lifesaver as always. Yeah. So guys, this is a map made by myself. The road is like it's a long winding road at the north of the map, which would be
Did
north.
it move for
in
Carrick in
terms
this
of-
game?
It did. So to the north of the map, which is a cliff, which is heavily wooded there. And to the south is a less heavily wooded area there. It's kind of like more down. Well, no, not less heavily wooded. Sorry, it's less elevated, and it's kind of more down and around your level. It's only a slight bank up there. The cliff to your north is about 10, 15 feet high, give or take, at different points. It kind of varies up and down as the hill grounds around you are quite hilly. As you kind of make your way into the woods, can I get a survival check from both Max and Arthur? And welcome in, Ardent Gamer IC. Yeah, you're right. Maybe one day.
Survival.
This map is also made by myself using the great program Incarnate. With Kate can vouch for it. It's awesome.
Amazing.
What did you get?
I got a 5.
5. Your luck has ran out. Yeah, you find a few very wet, rotted sticks. Viva, you get a 19. So
19.
Max, you find normal firewood.
I was helping with the wheel.
Oh, you're helping with the wheel. Okay,
I'm
with the
still
wheel.
helping with the wheel. Forget the firewood.
I thought you said you're having with the fire. I think okay, with the
No,
wheel.
it's just
What tool sets do you have?
my hands.
You just have your hands. Okay, can you make
Like
a
big,
just a
strong hands.
it'll be a dexterity check actually probably to do this because you're kind of like hammering pins into place to try to keep the wood from splintering.
Dexterity?
Yes. Well, actually, how are you helping specifically? We can change if you want to argue for a different skill than what you're doing. I'll allow that.
No, I'm literally helping to because I'm have the strong helping to just
Yes,
hold
you're kind of
things in place.
yeah, you're kind of holding the car up as he's trying
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
I will
trying
say
to-
you do see a faint glow around Gorman's hand as he is casting the mending cantrip. Slowly but surely, it does seem to be unsplintering the wood. What are your guys' passive perceptions?
400.
13.
11.
20.
11? 20? Okay.
12.
12.
16.
Keeva, you hear something. Just a brief, like, you're not sure if you're really hearing it. Like, it's very faint, but, like, it sounds like something's moving beneath the cart.
Okay, I'm gonna duck down underneath and just look. Not gonna say anything for the time being, but I'm just gonna kind of hone in on where the sound is coming from.
Yeah, you don't see anything directly under the cart. It sounds like it might be coming from the ground.
Okay, well, if she's down already, kind of looking under the cart, she's gonna just try and close her eyes and just feel the ground with her hands to see if she notices any vibrations.
Okay, can you make a perception check?
Will do. That is
That one.
and that one.
First one of the game. No, you hear
Gummy.
you as you kind of focus, you just hear Arthur like coming as he comes back with the wood, like cheering and chatting. Look how good I did, kind of some sort of thing, and he completely shows you off.
I've got wood.
Guys, I think I heard something, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Heard him shouting about getting wood.
Maybe that's what it was.
Y'all would hear a lot more if you were quiet.
that wood. Yeah.
Y'all talk a mighty fine amount.
Hey,
A
so I'm gonna
lot.
change over the music here.
Why? Why, DM? Why would we need to
No,
change
it's not
the-
combat music. I just
Okay.
don't think this one really suits.
Alright.
The pre-combat music.
Can
Yes.
you hear
Yeah.
anything, Ridmack? Over there?
I will tell you. I will tell you.
Let me know if
Yeah,
that's too loud,
that's-
It
guys.
has been a
That's
little
definitely
bit
not
of
combat
silence.
music.
No, that
No.
sounds like we're all gonna die right now, amazing.
That's probably fine. Yeah. Been a
As
blissful
you
amount of
guys
silence.
are stood around this, a few minutes pass. You're all kind of invested. Gorman is he's mending the cart, but as he's mending the cart, it's as if the weight of the cart is pushing back down and splintering it each time. The spell isn't taking effect. He's cursing and he's like getting more and more frustrated, and his magic is beginning to flicker. Most of you, like all of you, are from Andromedus itself, as from what I've established. You're all familiar that magic is quite commonplace in these lands. Like many people can cast basic cantrips, and their skills levels with it varies. It's not fully understood whether it's genetic by bloodline or if it's just depends on like the moon cycle when you're born, the ambient magic in the area. Nobody really understands how this works yet. The science is it's something being investigated, but there's no concrete answers. As he's doing this and swearing and like kind of roaring and like at this, you hear a and a wet thumping noise as his head slams against the side of the car,
Oh, no.
as a large spike of wood has impaled itself ear to ear through his head, and he drops to the ground dead.
Does it look like it came from over the cart? Under the cart, sorry.
It seems to be coming from up above. Like the angle it was fired from above. It almost looks like an arrow built out of wood, kind of flicked out from the surroundings.
Fuck me, that's
Okay.
gonna give him a headache in the morning.
Keeva's an Ed wolf, wood elf even.
What else?
Would this mean anything to her? Would she recognize the style of?
I'll take either history or nature.
Let's see. Ooh, I'm not so good at history or nature. So we'll try history. For a wood elf, that makes no sense. 13.
13. Well, you've heard of blights.
Blights.
Yeah, kind of like woodland kind of tree people, like wood people. Not necessarily people, they seem to be almost constructs animated by nature magics. Ridmack, you're actually somewhat your tribe is somewhat from this area. While you may have been picked up further abreast of the trail, you may actually know what this is if you're paying attention. Do you want to give a history or survival?
Want to do that?
It's up to you. It's whether Ridmack is like interested in knowing.
I mean, he doesn't really care about the guy getting stabbed in the face, but he's kind of enjoying the silence from having
Swearing,
noble,
angry, British sounding.
our noble friend in the woods collecting wood. That's been great. So he's not really paying attention. Yeah, with a 1, he's actually really enjoying the silence.
Yeah, you have absolutely no idea what this could be. You're like, what? You're kind of confused. So like blights are like wooden people essentially. They take on humanoid forms. Do you give me 1 second here?
Where was the guy in relation on
He
the map?
was sorry, that's him. There is a guard with you as well, actually. I will note. He is also on the front of the map. I forgot to mention him. His name is Salmon, like as in the fish.
Okay.
He's a kind of a mild-mannered fella. He's kind of timid. He is like a town guard that was hired. Well, not a town guard, sort of a mercenary kind of guard, like a cavern guard for hire. It seems like he's more so used to running the safer routes, but he was hired on cash and took this job, probably not realizing. There have been a few scrapes and scuffles so far, and he's been kind of useless. This over here is where he would be, and well, was. I'm going to put that big fancy X on his token now.
Okay.
As he is now dead beyond repair. Is that where you were standing, Max?
Yeah, probably would be. Yeah, around there, helping him out.
Right. I'm going to need to see something here. What's your AC?
15.
Can you roll me a D100, please?
Sure. 52.
Okay, give me 1 sec here. I've actually closed my table. 1 sec now.
Good. It means nothing.
Oh man, it was a nat 1, so don't worry. It's in your favor.
Can Keeva tell like what direction it came from?
Yeah, it is definitely from the angle. It's coming up from the woods there now. This one, it hasn't resolved itself yet. The needle of wood has not flown out. But what you got 52, was it?
Yes.
You lose your grip as you. Do you mind re-rolling that, because that has no effect whatsoever. So re-roll.
7.
You lose your combat footing, exposing yourself to your enemies. That is actually perfect. It gives us away a position.
I have a builder's bump.
No, you're fine. He stumbles out, and this wooden guy, kind of man thing, appears above the cliff. Its arm, like a porcupine of wooden needles. It's pointing towards you. So I'm going to shift Z and pop that up on screen. This is a needle blight.
Oh.
Do you not like him?
No, and as he stumbles forward,
created?
I didn't create these. These are normal.
No, thank you.
As he stumbles forward, a few more make themselves aware up the cliff. And one, Arthur, as you were kind of coming out there, I'm going to need before we roll initiative, I'm going to need a fucking thing from you now in a second. What's your AC?
15.
Okay, let's see what this guy gets. They only have a +3. 6. As he misses, as a needle kind of skitters off your shoulder padding of your canvas kind of thing that you're wearing. I don't know what kind of armor you have. It skitters off and it pierces through the wall of the cavern. I will say now at this point, a hail of needles does scatter out through the wind and begin thudding into the caravan. Water barrels that were strapped to the side begin to leak, and there's almost a greenish tinge coming out of the water as these needles impact. Number of food sacks that are dangling off the side as well are burst and ruptured, and food spills out onto the ground. I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative for me here, please. Now, in a second, let me just make sure the turn order is clear. It should be. Keeva's already on it for some reason, but, Keeva, did you roll initiative?
No, I didn't.
Well, roll again and tell me what you get.
Okay.
Hey, not 20 from Ridmack.
I mean, someone's getting
Okay,
some more
not bad.
food.
12.18. Oh,
7.
there I am. I can see it now.
12.18. Okay. And sort, descending.
Put that up here.
And I'm going to remove one of the Keevas because you don't need it on it twice.
Yeah, put
And there. Yeah, I'm going to roll a few initiatives for this guy. So we're going to go character. It's been a while since I've done this, guys, so I apologize if I'm a bit slower than usual. A niche.
No.
And then that is terrible. 12.12, so Keeva still goes just before this guy. Ridmack, you see what you see. What are you doing?
Well, damn it.
You know what these are now at this stage. These are twig blights. You know, products of, I will say as a ranger, you know, they're products of dark magic, dark druidic kind of rituals.
Well, great. Step over here to the edge of this cart.
Yep.
Shoot this guy right here.
You are shooting up, so just be aware you are aiming up at quite a steep angle. I will say disadvantage on this shot.
Shooting up.
Yeah, you're kind of shooting against gravity. He's pretty high up. Oh, actually, no, it's only 15 feet. I'll waive that.
Even as a crossbow expert?
Oh, if you've crossbow expert, ignore that completely. We are on 20 viewers. Thanks, guys.
It's what
What'd you
I do.
get?
I shoot things in the face with a 17.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Fantastic.
As we throw on a fan favorite here at the EC. 11. How do you dispatch this thing as you one-shot it?
Oh, it's definitely like a very casual slide out of the canopy there. It's got to be like one of those like John Wayne Western sort of scenes where like the guy looks over at it, points his crossbow, dispatches the thing, and very quickly loads another bolt for the next round.
That kind of falls off the edge of the cliff, landing here.
He's also going to roll back into cover.
Yeah, you have consider yourself in half cover there because it is shot through at this point. You're harder to see, but yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy one to kind of. You're not easy to see, but like it's you're not super like covered by like physical things. So I'll give you half cover just based on that they can't get line of sight of you very easily. Next up in turn order, we have Max Medansky.
Oh, damn it.
There.
Okay. Oh. Nothing's ever fucking easy around here.
Well, you did just see Ridmack dispatch this thing with ease, so I don't know.
I can pretty much do naffle anyway, but
There's a few behind you. There's one behind you that is shot at Fancy McFancy Pants. And I will say at this stage, I'm going to reveal these two because they didn't roll well on themselves. I just forgot to move them onto the right layer. You do see some much thinner, narrower looking blights towards the kind of forefront of the road that have kind of jumped down off the height thing. I'm going to should see these. These are known as twig blights, not needle blights.
I am going to argue that because I was behind the wheel and everything, I wouldn't have seen or may not care so much about the blights coming out of the forest that side of the wagon. However, the ones up on this cliff face and the ones now in the road are a bit of a concern.
Yeah.
Therefore, I am going to use all of my movement plus action to dash to get a bit closer because, I can't do anything from here. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can move 60 feet.
Yeah, I can.
I don't think you have. You don't get your faster movement speed at this level. You don't. So for a few levels. So you get it right there.
What I will do is You know what? I am going to start my rage.
Okay, and what does Max's rage look like? Like, is he roaring? Is he shouting? Is he more of a quiet type?
The rage isn't strictly rage for Max. It's an emotional expression. So it's not necessarily that he's mad or angry or that, but it could be that something's particularly upset him or annoyed him or just, oh my god,
So
weight
he's
of the world
sobbing uncontrollably.
crashing
Got
on
it.
him. He could be. You never know. So it could be. He's just an emotional guy, you know. Deep down inside,
Nice.
he's got a lot of everything going on.
Yeah,
In this case, he wants to go wherever he's going. He wants to get to his destination, and this is just another hold-up. Oh my god, this is an angry rage.
Nice. Yeah, so we're gonna go that is your turn. Your rage is gonna be met. It's not gonna run out on this turn, as the twig blights are gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to you. And you'll take this damage halves. These ones don't do poison damage. You will take a 19 to hit.
That does hit, sir.
And you are going to take a total of 2 points of piercing damage down to 1, as it kind of just scuffs you. It just kind of catches you like across face. You get like a slight scrape across your face. It's not bad at all. These things are not very powerful creatures. The other one is going to go. Yeah, essentially, that's pretty much what happens. This one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. Does not get any sort of flanking because it's not very intelligent. It is a bush, for want of a better word. They do look like a dead shrub when they are standing still. Can I get a D100, please? That's a nat 20.
Yeah. 16.
Ouch.
You will take 8 points of piercing, half down to 4, and it will do 16. As you are fighting, you notice an effective route to escape. You're able to use the disengage action after your attack. It has no more movement, so that means nothing. So it disengages. You won't get an opportunity attack if it did move, but it doesn't. It's not smart enough to know to do that.
Cool.
So, not the shrubbery. This gives me increasingly fancy Winnie the Pooh meme vibes. I would like to be perturbed. Nice sport. Nice guys. Chat is on fire tonight. Arthur, you are after being shot in the ass and missed.
Yeah, Karg, I think we're missing a few people from turn order.
Are we?
Like a couple of the.
I've dropped out.
The blights all. Have you? Keeva's still on it in mine.
Not for me,
No, she's
You're
not.
showing us next on mine.
and it's not on the roll 20. What's the word?
Okay, must be hidden on the roll 20, but you can see it. That's the main thing.
I can
Yeah.
see it. Yeah, Keeva, you're next. That's fine. The needle blights are acting as one. And then,
Perfect.
this guy, I haven't rolled a thing for the guard. He will get his.
Perfect. Just making sure. I'm going to go up to this guy.
Yes.
That's and I'm going to stab him.
Nice. Roll to hit.
Oh, this is the point where we do the witty banter. That's a 24 to hit.
Nice. You stab him. You
And
kill
that's
him.
12 pierce. Okay, you don't do any of the windy banter. This is just not fun for me. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of like, as you say that, it kind of like just kind of waves its hand at you in some sort of weird gesture. Like, you don't know what it is. You know it's trying to insult you, though.
Maybe
there,
they
that
found
is
your
it
accent
for
a bit
your-
wooden.
Yeah, nice. That is it. That is a lot of damage. Is that it for your turn? You do have your still cutting action and stuff.
Yes, so I've moved 10 feet. I'm going to move to here. Ugh.
Yes.
I'm going to move to here, and then I'm going to dash. I can go another 30 feet, so I'm going to go
Roads.
to here. Getting you back to being used. I'm trying to get used to roll 20 again.
You roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
You're fine.
At 20.
Yeah, you're fine. You do notice your boot catches on one of the rough cobblestones, but you know, as you sprint, but it's fine.
You will not find me losing my foot like that woman at the ball.
Yeah, is that it for your turn?
That's it for my turn.
Keeva, you're up.
Okie dokie.
Nope, monk shit.
I was going to, but I just don't have many key points to expend right now. So I will run 45 feet, which will get me just short of these dudes. But for now, I'm just gonna have to throw a dart at the guy in the bottom here.
Yeah, roll to hit. These aren't very hard to hit.
That is a 13.
A 13 might still do it.
Or I could add a boon if that would help.
Let me see. I think you're fine. 13 is exactly what you needed.
Boom! That will be 5 piercing. Pretty please.
Okay, where do you hit him with the dart?
Right in his excuse for an eyeball.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a berry, like a grape or something like that, a large berry, but you kind of hit it and it pops. And then you notice as that happened, like this sort of sickly green magic just begins to leak out of it.
Yeah.
And it keeps leaking and leaking and leaking, and it just collapses.
Nice. Yeah.
These things are not very strong. They were intended to be a quick little thing. Next up are the needle blights, though, and they do all act as one here. So I'm going to make a number of attacks, and you guys are going to let me know whether they hit. So first up, we're going to aim for Max, as you get a needle. That's a 19 to hit.
I do get a needle, yes.
You take 5 piercing. No, sorry, 5 poison damage with these guys. No, you know what? That is piercing. Sorry, the poison is more of a flavor thing.
Okay, reduced to 2.
Can you pop back on the music?
Oh, has it? God damn it, roll
Please.
20. I hit replay.
I need the ambulance.
Where is Cry Havoc? There we go. Should be replaying now. So yeah, you
Thank
take
you.
2 points of piercing as it you just get it like this needle kind of sticks into your bicep. It feels like it stings, but it's you're fine. Then we're gonna take a shot at Keeva, I guess. That's this guy here. That's a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Yep, it just sails past. You kind of just matrix out of the way. Arthur does a 7 hit.
7 does not hit.
Nope. That is 3. Yeah, it's 3 of them. There's only 3 left. One has not shown himself yet, and I will actually reveal him now because you should be on the layer. Token there. Yep, that is it for him. Then Elara, it is your turn.
Okay, so he's gone. So she is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. And the one that is there, she is going to try a little cantrip of a fireball. Or bolt, I should say.
Yeah, you took a fireball at 2nd level, there'll be some issues.
Yeah. It's like,
that might go
hold on.
badly for everyone. You don't know how to work that.
I don't know how to work
Everyone
most of my
passed the
magic.
con save against blight splinters.
So
Did
she...
saves yet, Stephen.
Oh,
Fireball should be rolled to hit. What'd you get? Oh yeah. Yeah,
17.
yeah, you hit. Which one are you aiming at? This guy here?
No, him up there.
Okay.
At the top.
Roll damage.
She is... Oh, my sheet froze. Stop doing that.
That's just rolled down. If you just click the word firebolt in chat.
Oh, sorry.
There.
It is 6.
Good, you done 6 points fire damage. You don't quite. Actually, you do because these are vulnerable. Yeah, you incinerate this guy. Can you give me a luck check, please? Just roll a d20.
D20. Ooh, a 5.
Yeah, odds. Yeah, you're fine. The fire manages to smother itself. It doesn't seem to cling on to any of the surroundings.
She's like, there's your firewood.
Yeah. That guy is very dead. Ridmack, back up to the top of the turn order with your 2nd ever turn as this character.
Right. So we'll roll out, a little duck and roll. Just make sure that this is
Roll acrobatics. No effect really, just to see how fancy your tuck and roll is.
Oh, it's gonna be fancy as fuck. Let's see, acrobatics.
Just like it's more of actually a somersault into a roll.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see here. Just make sure that this distance here is within normal shot range.
It's like 70, 80 feet. Yeah, 90 feet. Actually, nearly 100.
It's not. Okay. Because it is a light crossbow. Then I guess we're going to have to get the guys on the ground. We'll roll over here. This guy here, it's just doing nothing, right?
He is on the turn order. He's been struggling to get his spear out of the back of the cart for the last turn.
Right. When you're done taking your break, if you wouldn't mind maybe doing something to earn your coin. And I'll drop down from up on this cart here. And let's see. We see this guy here under the tree line.
Yep.
Perfect. Let's shoot that guy in the face. In the face.
They're all moving. Yeah, they're all moving at the moment because they're like mid combat, so they have all moved. So that's why you can see them. Some of them haven't appeared until their attack.
One.
Hey, can I get a D100 off you, please?
It's a 91. It's this
not
guy's
good.
fault.
It's not that good. That is not good. 91. You lose your footing while attacking and fall to the ground, bumping your head. You fall prone. Roll a DC 10 con save. On failure, you take 1d6 damage and knocked unconscious for 1 minute, or until you receive damage.
Ouch.
Yes.
All right, con it is.
That's one of the worst ones you can get.
It's not great.
What'd you get?
Wow. Ridmack is unconscious.
Yeah, you kind of you took and rolled, but as you're kind of walking past into the body of the cart, but as you're kind of walking past his guard, he pulls his spear just as you go to step over it, clipping your ankles, and you fall straight face first onto the concrete. And while other people might be okay with that, Ridmack, how tall is Ridmack?
3 feet.
Yeah, so that's a long fall for Ridmack. That's like twice his height, nearly, that he's just fallen and landed on his face. So he's out, unfortunately, for the count. So unconscious for 1 minute until somebody wakes you up or you take damage. Sorry, John.
He's just doomed himself. Like, just gonna murder him in the woods.
Yeah, Max is up next.
Oh, fuck me.
Can someone please clip that? And if there's any artists in chat that wouldn't mind doing fan art, please, or like VFX stuff, as long as it's not AI. Like, if you want to throw together a little thing, I'll send you the art of Ridmack.
Ridmack falling from a cart.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see that.
I'm pretty sure that needs to happen after that becomes a trope. I think it's a little too.
Nah, I want it now.
It's gonna happen
right.
again.
We need it for the socials. We need to promote.
The promo is Ridmack falling out of the cart.
Yes. That's like, I've been referring to you guys as chuckle fucks during the thing because somebody said that word to me and it stuck. This is like a very chuckle fuck behavior.
All right.
I don't know what it means, but somebody said
It's
it. And I
like
don't know.
it's like Sideshow Bob and his rakes that he steps on.
Someone prepared to someone reprobate. We might have an early edition to All of Heroes. John is like one of 2 people in there, so I really hope not, because like Ridmack is cool. I have plans for Ridmack, and I hope he doesn't die.
It's been an
Ridmack
hour.
has plans for Ridmack.
It's been about an hour. So Max, what are you doing? You are angry. These things have done fuck all to you, but yeah.
Yeah. While I was making my way to the blight, I was unhooking my battle axe and getting angry.
Yes.
And I'm going to take a swing at him.
Timber.
Actually, 2 hands.
Yep. It's a battle axe, not a great axe.
It's a battle axe.
Okay, understood.
Which is something to do with something. That's D20 plus 6.
Yes.
It's a 9 to hit.
You miss. It kind of you swing low, trying to cut it from the ankles, and it just kind of hops over. Is that it for your turn?
That is all I can do.
Yeah, you attempted. The guard is going to stand up, and he's going to be like, oh shit. I think his name as Salmon is going to stand up and be like, oh shit, Ridmack, oh fuck, oh do I, and he's going to make a medicine check to see if he can wake up Ridmack. What is he doesn't have the skill of medicine, so like what is it? Medicine's intelligence, is it? Medicine or wisdom?
Wisdom, I think.
Wisdom, yeah. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
It's the same.
-4.
2. That is a 2.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Yeah, so he actually just kind of stands there poking Ridmack with the like blunt end of the spear, being like, "Wake up!" And that's he's going to spend his entire action doing that. If it wasn't the blunt end, it'd be a crit. So.
Oh my god.
Fired.
Thanks, Dave, for clipping that. And Cormac says, "Wiz, thanks a million, Cormac." Yes, that is it for his turn, I guess. We have who we have up next. I believe it is the Twiglight who is gonna take a scrab at Maximilian Manansky. Or is it Maximus Manansky? We don't know.
We don't know. It might not even be Max.
No, probably not. Does a 17 hit?
That does hit.
You take 2 points of damage. I already have. Yeah, it's gonna go bit, and like once again, just like a little splinter, just kind of gets you. And that is it for his turn. Arthur,
Perfect.
you have just seen Ridmack tumble face first out of the cart, by the way.
That is funny. I will laugh about that later. First, now the stabbing. I'm gonna run to this guy. If Roll20 would let me run.
This guy here is up.
This
Right.
guy here.
Yes,
And I'm
roll to
going
hit.
to do. Gonna roll to hit.
Yep,
That's 23.
yep.
9. I don't think
It's
that's enough.
alive, but it's not happy. Very not happy.
Okay. I don't have enough movement to disengage. So yeah, no. Ha! Oh, you're not dead yet. The other one died a lot quicker. Fuck. And that's my turn.
Keeva, it's you.
Okie doke. So she will jump over this dead body, and she
Yep.
will slap this guy.
Go for it.
If I can get my character sheet open, there we go. But
Punch, punch.
punch. That's 18 for 6.
Yeah. So how do you what do you do to hit him? Like, is it a kick? Is it a punch? Is it a...
Yeah, I'm gonna like Jean-Claude Van Damme it. But she's only 5'5". I don't know how tall these things are. So she's Jean-Claude Van Damme wherever she can reach to.
So when you say like Jean-Claude Van Damme has done many things to many people.
The really high
So-
one that gets lower.
Okay, that one, yeah. Oh, the axe kick where you just up and down.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, yeah. So you've broken boards as part of your training, so it's much the same. You just kind of kick it on the head, and then just
Nice.
it's like you hit a knot in its forehead, and it kind of pushes in, and then you just hear a crack, and it just splits open.
Is he still alive?
No,
Okay, good.
not at all.
No key points needed for now then. There's still a guy up here, so I'm gonna use the rest of my movement. How high up did you say these were? That's
It's
5,
15
10.
feet, but I do rule that monks are kind of better at that sort of shit than other people because they have to be. So if you want to roll an acrobatics check, I will allow you to use. If it's good enough, I'll allow you to move at full speed up. If not, it's half speed for climbing.
Cool. Acrobatics, where are you?
Just to see if you run straight up the wall or if you stop.
Oh,
like,
nat
oh.
one. That's my
Oh.
second
Well,
one in like
it's
what,
a-
an hour?
It is in that one. So unfortunately, you get like maybe 5 feet up the wall, and like just a bit of it comes loose underneath your foot as you push down, and you just fall. You're fine. You don't knock yourself out. You kind of tuck and roll. But
Do you want
like,
me to roll a D100?
no,
Okay.
it's an acrobatic check. It's not an attack. I'm not that mean. Yeah, you just kind of slip and fall. You manage to like land on the square of your back instead of your head, so you kind of just take the tank the thing. You're not high enough to take damage, but it didn't feel good.
I'm trying to look around, make sure nobody saw that.
People saw that.
Okay, damn.
Ah, another person fall. This is very funny.
It's like somebody poured oil all over the map. Crazy.
We're the fallen heroes.
Next up is the needle blight. No, the fallen are already taken. That's a different party. most of them are dead. Yeah, the needle bite's going to come down. It's easy. You're prone. It's going to take this at disadvantage because you're prone. But it still hits. Rolls anyways. That's a nat 1. They're flying out today. Can we get a D100, please? Let's see if this guy falls over and knocks himself out.
That me?
Ridmack is in ground. Yeah, anyone roll a D100. It was
sorry.
shooting at you, so yeah, if you want
sorry.
to.
I didn't know it was shooting down at me. 74.
Range. Your missile startles your allies near your target. There's nobody nearby. I'm gonna say. Yeah. I mean, look. If there was somebody nearby, they'd be startled, but there isn't.
He startles himself.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I will actually say he has the surprise condition. His turn ends there. He was
Oh,
gonna
I'm a
come
tree.
down, but it's yeah. Elara, your friends are kind of just unable to keep their footing.
It's just like, what is happening? Everybody's falling. Like, but what she will do is she will go back to Ridmack there. So 5, 10, 15.
Dave with the Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then Roadhouse references. Nice.
She will try to wake him up. Is that just
Yeah,
medicine?
it's medicine. Yeah, I will say. DC is 10.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Did you roll that
Terrible.
one as well?
yes.
A double nut.
How were you trying to wake him up?
She'd be literally just down on her knees trying to like shake and just be like, is he breathing? Is he breathing? Like, put her...
You are convinced Ridmack is dead.
And she'll probably turn
No,
around.
like his neck is at a weird angle. It's not. It's clearly not broken, but like Elara, like despite having some healing magics, you're still kind of new to this shit. So you're like,
Oh, she's no healing at all in her.
oh, does he not? Okay, so that's
No.
celestial. Yeah.
Not as much.
No, so fair enough. Like you're like Ridmack's a gnome. You're not super familiar with gnome physiology. His neck is at a slightly weird angle for like an elf or a human.
Oh god.
Maybe let's say gnomes are probably a bit more springy and pliable. Like they can contort themselves a bit differently from being able to try to fit into weird like contraptions and inventions. So yeah, you think he's dead.
She will
if
start
somebody listened
screaming then.
if somebody listened closely, he could hear the snores. But Elara is like too like the
She's
blood's
too worried
pumping
about
from the
everybody's
adrenaline.
falling down, everybody's
Yeah.
all over the place, and she's just like, damn it. God,
And then as you say that, the guard starts sobbing in the thing because he knows it's his fault.
Emotional damage.
He is
Uh,
so fired.
Ridmack, because it's our first session, I don't want you out for the full thing. Can you roll me another con save, please?
Well, I'm here in spirit. I'm thinking about all the things I'm going to do to this guy when
Yeah.
I do
I'm
like to think.
conscious.
I do like to think as she's shaking
He's got
him,
death snores,
hanging his
Cormac
head
said.
against
You said you need a death saving throw is what you said?
No, a con save.
A con save.
Yeah,
Alright.
just to see if you wake up early. It's DC 15.
It should be a 1. It's a 1.
No,
That's a
no,
natural one.
you're still out.
Wow.
That's 3 in a row, by the way.
He's
That's
really
4.
dead.
That is
Yeah.
4 not ones in a row, guys.
Yeah, I
That's
think I might
crazy.
be. Maybe I'm just dead now.
No, you just like you were kind of twitching a bit. You kind of just like you reach REM sleep, so you kind of stop moving.
It's hemorrhaging, seizures.
No, you're fully fine. You just stop moving. Like so, Elara's even freaking out even more now. That's what happens here. Guys, please refresh your roll 20s. Just as much as I enjoy narrating that ones,
Yes,
Come
I've
on,
already done it
guys.
in the hopes.
Fair, I'm gonna do that
Max, don't fall over.
I refuse to refresh my roll 20. I'm going to try and run up this slope and get up here.
You will need to climb. So, what's your movement speed? Where were you?
30 feet.
You were
I was
here, right?
Yeah.
5, 10. Yeah, it's 5 feet and it's 15 feet up. Roll me an acrobatics check. If you roll a 12 or higher, I'll say you get to there, and you're fine. Don't roll a 1, please.
Okay.
The music back on.
Hold up.
It is on
It
my
is on.
end.
It is on. Yeah.
Could be your roll 20's messed up.
That's strength. That's
It's been a bit slow
okay.
today.
And, okay, I will roll Dex save or check?
No, it's athletics.
Athletics. Sorry,
check.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
Dex. Yeah.
Should be at the top of the list. Second or third in the list.
Sorry, athletics or acrobatics?
Whichever you prefer. Whichever's better for you.
I prefer athletics because I have more points.
Yeah.
Numbers go bigger.
You
18.
get there. You look at you kind of pass Keeva as she's falling because everything's gonna happen at the same time. You look back for a second. You're like, I could help now, and then you kind of storm up.
Don't see me.
Like you kind of as you get there, you like your first stride. Your foot lands on a large rock. You just push off and you land on top with ease. You've now landed basically in this guy's face. You can attack.
Yes, because I was sort of climbing.
You should have also had advantage on that because you were raging, but sure, look, it's fine.
I don't know, should I?
You should have, but that 20 isn't going to make a difference.
Strength,
it's best possible outcome.
Oh no, it's strength. Yeah, no, it's strength.
Yeah.
Strength and saving throws. But yeah, I would. Okay, but I'll take the 18. It's fine. I'm going to say because I was climbing, I'm going to just do a swing with one hand this time. Maybe, possibly. 14
hits.
Yes.
These things are 12.
That is a 1d10 plus 4. Oh.
You, and plus your age.
Plus
2, I think, for your level.
Plus
it doesn't matter, anyways. It's
yeah, plus 2. Plus 2 on that. So
you Timber. You just put it straight down the middle.
I'd like to think I kind of did it. Yeah, like I was chopping down a tree from the side, and it kind of splinters out and falls down. Sorry, it might fall on people's heads. But,
it does land very near Keeva. Like it lands needles down in the ground, and Keeva, your head is maybe an inch away from where it lands.
Heads
up, but you're fine.
Timber!
With that, I'm going to drop us out of combat. As you guys have
still one left.
Where? Oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the guard. I'm sorry, I forgot he was left. I thought you killed him. These guys are weak. I expect you to one shot. The guard is gonna go. Oh shit! You handle this. I got this. And he's gonna run to 30 feet to here. He's gonna get to here, and he's gonna chuck his spear at this one.
He rolls a fucking nat one.
He rolls that one, he hits you.
Yeah, I know that.
It's a 7. Yeah, no, he misses. The spear just sails off. He's like, oh shit, that was my dad's. The spear sails off into the forest, never to be seen again. And next up is this twig blight that's dead. Arthur.
Okay.
Don't roll one.
I don't like you.
These things are so easy to kill.
15.
Yeah.
5.
You do it. Yeah, you kill him.
Okay. And then I wipe my blade off it on its dead body. Yeah.
You kind of scratch up your blade a bit because of the wood.
You're not very good at this, okay? You don't die well, you don't clean blades well. What the fucking point of you?
And that.
We don't have to look for firewood now. We can burn these dudes.
Havoc stopped crying. I'll go back to the Wizard's Tower music. Which is very upbeat considering your guide has just been slaughtered by these things.
Elara's just
for context, guys, I did roll to GM layer for that. The first one got a nat 20 on that guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did we pay him yet?
Nah, he was actually hired to bring adventurers, so you guys were not paying him.
Oh, okay.
I will say, actually, Ridmack, around this point you come to, you had a very weird dream about just llamas and getting kicked in the head by one.
Goddamn llamas.
Yeah.
Goddamn llamas.
There is a comically large welt on your forehead, where you just impacted with the ground, but you're fine.
Keeva's gonna get up and brush herself off and kind of go, I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's
you were dead.
What?
You were dead. How did llamas?
Goddamn llamas.
Are you okay?
Be okay as soon as I shoot somebody in the goddamn knee.
No,
was an adventurer, now took an arrow to the knee, and it's over for that guy. Where the fuck is he?
He's over
Oh, is
in
he
the forest.
proposing?
He's over in the forest, rooting around, trying to find a spear.
Okay.
Right, if we just
I
leave
go
him
up to
here,
him and go.
we'll be okay.
I go up to him and go, I'm very sorry. That spear is completely fucking lost. There's no way.
Oh, and you can see it. It has actually caught wrong on a tree and split in half. Like it can be seen. Yeah, he hasn't noticed it. You can see it.
That you're never going to find that spear. It is fine. You know what? Here. When we get to town, I will buy you a better spear. Okay?
All right. Well, I mean that one has sentimental value. I don't think you can really just replace that. But
It's fine. Here's what. In 100 years, that spear is going to be found, and it's going to be used to save a bunch of, I don't know, orphan children.
well,
Think about it like that.
What's the fucking Aegis Woods? Some giant's probably going to use it as a toothpick.
That is also a possibility, but let's think about the positives, okay? And I kind of I usher him away from where I can clearly see the spear.
Yeah.
I
will say he's that distraught and sad. Yeah, that's easily done. Thank you for remembering to grab your darts. I was going to say after a while, I will be like, what darts? You have thrown them all.
Just occurs to me there when the spear was mentioned. I'm going to ask Salmon, are you okay, dude?
Oh, I fucking killed. Oh, shit, oh, no, he looks mad.
No, he's dead.
No, but he's pointing at Ridmack.
He's back.
Okay, he's not dead.
No, he's
Your
fine.
boss is dead, though.
I mean, he's not my boss. Well, I suppose God it is. The guy who hired you is my boss.
I don't know how, but he just came back to life, and it's very weird.
Dave, we are doing milestone. Oh wait, no, I read that normally. Okay, fair, good one.
There's always a hidden layer.
But I guess we are, for people in chat who don't know, we are using milestone leveling because that is just better in every way. Experience leveling just doesn't work. People kill people for no reason, in my opinion. So yeah, as you guys kind of move back, it is very apparent your food and water supplies have been absolutely destroyed.
Oh man.
And the cart is in no stable condition for use.
Was there an animal pulling this cart?
There were horses.
And they bolted?
Yeah, bolted.
Damn. Does anybody know much about horses? Would they have run far? Could we find them?
I will say the horses did not seem very happy with Gormand, so it's likely they've gone and they've kept going.
Okay. I have a funny feeling that they're better off wherever they've gone.
So we're just gonna have to walk now.
Maybe we see if we can salvage anything from the...
Yeah. Grab our packs
we
and
had.
stuff.
Yeah. See if we can...
I am going to heroically leap down from this cliff and...
Max, while you're up there, what is your passive perception?
13.
I will say even with that, you do see deer tracks leading further into the woods up there.
Food.
And faintly in the distance, you hear the sound of water. Which is the main concern, because your water, if you guys crack open barrels or see what's left in it, is like faintly glowing with a greenish tinge. It doesn't take any check to know that you cannot drink that water.
It's fine.
It's blighted.
I'm going to leap down heroically in a manner befitting a hero like me.
Yeah, roll Constitution as it's hard on your knees.
At my age, everything's hard on my knees.
Yeah, but you just did the hero landing, and that's,
It's even harder.
Historically. You're fine. I mean, it cracks and it pops, and you have to pop your knee back. Like, everyone knows the hero landing is not good for you.
Just going past these, I guess this one that I knocked off. There's nothing particularly other than wood.
Blade Orders Grand, they call it book faster, Dave. Don't mention that thing in my chat, please. That shit does not exist.
Keeva's gonna climb up on top of the wagon and see if she can see or hear any sounds being a wood up. Yeah,
you're like that. You have the same passive. You will see. Well, you'll hear the water in the distance. It sounds like a stream. Kind of gurgling. There. It seems maybe about 5-10 minute walk into the forest.
I'm gonna shout to Salmon and go, how much further have we to go down this road before we reach?
Well, the woods takes about a week to traverse with 3 days. It's probably about 2 days till we get out of the woods, and third day till we get to Novus, which is the first town.
Have you come this way before?
Yeah, once.
Is there like any like dust houses on the way, or is there a river or a lake or?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention.
Okay.
I kind of just sit there with my spear, and kind of hope nobody comes close. I've only been this way once, and on that time trip, about 4 of the guys came with us, did not come back. They went. Yeah, they just didn't come back.
Oh.
They went, they just, never saw them again. I miss Jerry, he was a cool guy.
That's not ominous, but okay. Guys, I think there's water like to the north. If we want to fill up some skins and stuff, and then because we're gonna have to.
I will say you were in need of like refilling, like, and that was like probably the first thing in the morning job, and then the water barrel has been like, you cannot drink that. Like even if you there's an acrid smell off it, like you don't even need to do a survival check to know that if you drink this water in this barrel, you will probably be either shitting yourself for the rest of the week or potentially die.
Has there been any other traffic on this road, like in the time we've been traveling on it?
Not really much. You pass one cart with merchants in it, but
so there's no point waiting here.
No, they didn't seem too well. It's well known the people from the Verthorn Valley tend to keep the Verthorn Valley. They don't tend to leave. And if they do, it's not usually to go back into Andromedus. It's usually through the trails and tracks in the mountains to leave Andromedus. It's kind of like the border point where you kind of go to sneak across a border. You know, that's this area.
Okay.
Okay, so can we rifle much from the?
You'll find your packs are undamaged.
Okay.
As anyone searching Gormand?
Maybe we can...
I was not. No.
I will.
Never even crossed my mind.
Well, there's an important thing on it. So can you roll me an investigation check?
Perfect.
You're a rogue. You should be decent at this.
Should be. That's an 11.
I mean, you'll find the important stuff. You find a writ of things, so a stamped scroll. That is kind of like your contract essentially for this job that has been given to him. The reward is 1,000 gold pieces. That's stamped on it. I don't think I specified what your job is at the start of the game. That is a DM fuck up. You guys have been hired to investigate disappearances in the town of Novus. There has been some strange activity that merchants going to some of the neighboring towns have not been returning. And there has been kind of like, and people have passed people on the streets and like on the roads between the towns in the Verthorn Valley, and they're acting strange. You know, there's heightened aggression. There's like been reports of like very intense bar fights breaking out in neighboring towns, and there's been something off, and they've hired outside adventurers to investigate because I'm not going to say it's an insular community. I'm not saying they're all inbred here, but like everybody knows everybody or knows somebody that knows somebody. So they've hired people externally to kind of circumvent that. Ridmack being the exception, they picked him up on the way. He's a gnome that'd be from the area, but he's not really from the area. Okay.
Yeah.
Dave
So
brought
all
up a
those
good point in chat there. How is everybody's HP?
Okay.
Ridmack could probably use a D100.
I don't think I have any healing stuff.
I mean, none of you would have healing stuff. I will say, like, if you want to take a short rest while you guys are kind of getting your bearings after this, I will allow you to roll hit dice. Or actually 2d4 for Ridmack, you know.
Woohoo! There you go.
Worse than Arthur Kane Strange. Arthur Kane is rich strange. These are like hillbilly strange in this area.
He's definitely just a normal French-sounding person.
Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of as well as that on him, you would also find a pouch with maybe 10 gold pieces in it. Potentially his payment for scouting you. You find a dagger, just a normal looking dagger, well worn, chipped. You find a potion or a stoppered glass bottle. I don't know if Arthur would know it's a potion. And that's it. It is a red liquid, is all you kind of know.
I have the weird feeling that I should not be drinking random potions.
Roll insight.
I have a feeling like in the past life that did not work out well for me.
It just did nothing.
4
Just
did
times.
nothing. This is dangerous. You should not drink this.
Drink it.
It's very dangerous.
Don't
Drink it.
You've
drink
heard
it.
you've heard very bad things about red potions.
I take it and I
What?
chuck it into the woods.
No, don't
You hear a
fuck
smash
it.
Oh.
as you, and just for like the chat, he just chucked away a perfectly good potion of healing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know that as
Why
well.
did you
Yeah.
do that?
You got no. I will say Arthur is off on his own on that side of the cart. I will say people hear the shattering glass, like that's about it. They don't know what he drew.
Yeah, but we know.
Alara
You
will
know.
just be like, "Why are you breaking stuff? What are you doing?"
Yeah,
Oh,
You're gonna
it
bring
was
more
both.
of the wood things. Just shush.
I will say as that
What did you
shatters,
break?
as that shatters, you see the spot where it grew. Like plants do start to kind of grow in that area as they are getting the effects of the healing motion.
Oh. Alara will
Just
walk
like
around to
a
the side and
shrub,
just
a
be like,
shrub
"What did you
just
throw?"
a shrub just goes from like a little like green shoot to a slightly thicker browner shoot.
Seeing how I'm on top of the caravan, I might have seen a bit more than.
Yeah, you see that.
Yeah. I kind of give him a scowl. And go.
Even if it was,
It was-
dangerous, we could have bargained it for something.
Or we could have thrown it at somebody later on.
Exactly. Any more
See,
potions
I-
and bottles that you find,
Okay.
give them to
I
one of
will.
us.
I will give you. Usually, I have someone else dealing with my trading and business and money. So okay, sorry, apologies.
Hmm.
So yeah,
You have
kind
now
of-
learned. Thank you.
I will say the general consensus will be probably that you need and Salmon will be saying this as well. But we need some food. I can watch the cart and hopefully try to get the horses back there that way.
Oh no, sir! You're going straight into those woods, and you
No.
are going to make up for this.
No,
You're going to make yourself useful
no, I'm not good
instead
at
of
woods.
making yourself. Like
I'm
a
gonna
dead
get the
fish.
horses. I'm gonna get the horses.
I don't think we can trust you to get the horses, sir.
Oh, I'll come back. Oh,
What else is
oh,
he gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna slow you down in the woods. I'm wearing big clanky metal armor, and he is. He's wearing like chainmail.
And he
so
was
like
fuck
he will-
all use with these guys, so
I'm
he's
not a
not gonna go
fighter.
anywhere.
I mean, I get on with the horses. I can probably get them back.
Have you considered walking into the river?
Are you telling me that? That's rude.
That is rude.
I can't swim.
Well, that's double the pleasure.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go this way. You guys can get fucked. And he's just gonna
Ignore
start
him.
walking towards town.
Ignore him, Salmon.
And yeah, that's the last you guys will see of Salmon for now, anyways, as he just begins to like walk down the road towards town.
riddance.
Don't blame him for that.
God damn it, short
Good
arse.
riddance.
Until he comes back as the
And BBG,
Big bad.
you hurt my feelings.
The
Yeah, no,
salmon
he's-
has swum back down.
You
I
come
charge
back
after
and he's
him and
like
take his head off.
he's a super powerful cleric in the future known as the Salmon of Knowledge.
Oh.
He's a knowledge domain cleric.
Noise.
That is
World
yeah.
love me.
Salmon just fucks off, and
Aw.
we'll come back to that later, maybe
Well.
eventually.
fuck him. If any
Yeah.
of you lot want to do some hunting, there's definitely some game in these woods.
Okay, well I would say let's go north and hunt, and there's water that way too, so we can maybe like make a camp or something. We'll get what we can from the cart, maybe in
Yeah, I feel like we need to like compose.
Yeah,
or
you do
something.
have.
This
Yeah,
all
you,
feels
you,
very
you would
chaotic
have.
right now.
So in the tent, or sorry, in the cart, you do have tents. You have bedrolls. You have basically everything but food at this point because you've been traveling that long, and Gorman has been very adamant that you do not stop to hunt in the Aegis Woods. You guys are kind of. I'm going to say this right. From what he said, the deeper you go in, the more dangerous it is. Like the places near the road, like monsters tend to avoid.
Mm.
Strangely enough, they don't seem too interested. But obviously you've just seen evidence otherwise. But blights are kind of like they're kind of a non-issue, as you guys have seen, other than Gorman.
John, did you roll your healing? Dave gave you 2 d4s.
Oh, did not see the thing you, Dave. Did I take damage?
You did.
How
Took
much
a
did
D6
I
damage.
take? I don't
You
think
took
damage. I don't
six
think
damage.
damage is rolled.
Okay, you would have taken a d6 damage from that. I think. Who else? Max is taking damage. So if you roll the d6, and depending on how much you can give the extra to Max, I guess if
Sure.
Dave's cool with that. Yeah,
There we
you
go.
you can roll 1d4, and then Max can take the other.
I'll give Max the bulk of that. I don't think I'll be worrying too much about 1 hit point.
I mean, you're level 2, 1 hit point. I mean, adds up.
I'll be fine. Famous last words.
You can not. You can choose whether or not to use it. If you don't want to use either of them, you can give it back to Max if you want.
I'm not going to use it. I'm going to pass it over
Go,
to
Max.
someone
You,
who actually took damage.
if anyone who's taken damage is okay with it, I think it's only Max,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave, if you're okay with it, we'll give it to V-Boy because John doesn't seem to need it with the one.
No.
You just
I
knocked
thought John
himself
had
out.
taken more damage. Yeah. Sorry, I thought he'd been knocked.
It
I was
was
going with that.
embarrassment damage, but I have
Yeah.
I've gotten rid of salmon, so like I feel a little bit better.
You hear in the
Doesn't-
distance?
doesn't
You
heal mental
fucking
damage."
wankers!
Yeah, I'm gonna gut him.
Not
I'm gonna
all of
gut
us.
that fish. Got him.
Alright.
String his guts all over the street.
Dude, you couldn't even get off the car without
Oh,
falling
cool.
over and bumping your head. What are you talking about? Come on,
Yeah,
let's go.
you get another d6. D4, sorry.
Elara is
6
here.
points.
Yeah, it's
Very
D4s, isn't it?
confused.
Yeah, 6 points. You're back to 22.
Let me roll the last as a D4 because the first one was D6.
No.
What's that? 5.
So 5. Yeah, you're back up to 21. I mean, that's
That's good. That's
twice. You're a barbarian. That's twice the hit points for most attacks. So yeah, if you guys are heading into the woods to hunt, I'm going to gather you all up and we're going to move you across. You salvage your camping equipment there so far.
Everything we
Yeah, and
can.
anything that's salvageable from the
Yeah.
thing. Even maybe the canvas if we can roll it up some way.
The
we
canvas
have-
is kind of wrecked.
Okay.
All the
So-
Sure, we have
needly
tents.
bits.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Don't do it again.
What?
The thing is happening again.
Uh-oh.
Might need Dave to run up the stairs, Joe.
It doesn't want us to move maps.
It likes us too much.
So
What
personally,
number
I think
map
if we
Dave
got some-
asks in chat?
Map 2.
Map 2.
Personally, if we get
Here
some
he is.
venison or some lamb or something like that, that'd be very good. Or some pheasant. Some
Whatever that.
pheasant would be lovely this time of year.
Do you know how to cook it?
Hey,
Prepare it? Cook it?
get what
So
you give her.
you guys
Is that moved?
aren't actually able to see anything just yet, but it has moved. I'm going to paste you in where you kind of land. This map is
no.
also made by me.
Go, Carrie!
Ooh.
Is that a
As-
river or trees?
River. It's yeah, that's like there's roots and stuff growing beneath, but that is a river.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you kind of pass it through, and then it's just kind of like a shallow, like it's first. It is more of a stream. It's moving quite quickly, but it's very shallow but wide. In that regard, like it's only maybe at its deepest in the middle, about 2 feet deep. You do see this deer is kind of standing across the other bank, kind of grazing. It's noticed you, but it doesn't seem too concerned.
How far away is it?
It is as far away as you can see. It is
Yeah.
100 feet. Yeah. If anyone has a bow, I will allow shots at disadvantage.
I'm gonna get it slightly into the water
Okay.
and be very
Um,
annoyed that I'm doing this.
Can you give me a dex save, please? There's quite a bit of
Shit.
moss on the banks. You're all right.
Yeah.
You rolled under a 10. You were slipping into the water and startling the deer. And you have to chase it.
And is there any chance I can hide? Without getting
in
myself
Yeah,
wet.
if you angle yourself over here, you can try out. If you angle yourself over by the rock with the tree growing out of it, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I should be able to do this with advantage.
Yep.
Not great. Sorry. No, never mind. Not pretty decent. 19.
19 hits, roll damage. I will say you get sneak attack as well if you have that at this level.
Perfect. So that is a total of 8 damage.
Okay, it is still alive.
Okay.
I'm going to say you kind of catch it, and it's like you hobble it. So like you don't kill it, but you hit it really like in a bad spot, and it seems to like go to run, but it trips.
Okay. Okay, I have
I'll allow
killed
one
it.
more action.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, it's very clearly it's bleeding and it's bleating and like making noises and rolling. It's not dead, but it looks like if it gets back to its feet, it might be able to move. I'll give you another shot on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another shot. Oh, please, that be that now.
Did you hide again?
I did hide. I would have hit again. Yeah.
I'll allow it this time, but future call it beforehand.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
That'll do it. Yeah, your second shot. So your first shot kind of knocks it. Your second shot, you kind of duck back into hiding as it kind of gets up again, starts to look around. You kind of pop out with the other side of the rock and just go right between the eyes. And it hits the ground.
I have killed it. So, everyone else do make the food? I think that's a good, what did they say? What do the workers usually say? Division of labor.
Are you bringing it over?
Oh, for fuck's... Do I have to do everything?
You just have to do something.
In the water.
You mean let's just do something? I fucking killed it.
By jumping
It's pretty easy to kill something there, your lordship, but wouldn't mind seeing you do a little bit of a dressing.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. I'm not very strong, okay?
Sorry, what?
I just have Keen Holger, Arthur Marias.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Only one of those if they're rolling. Does 19 hit?
19 hits.
5 points piercing. As another one of these needles just flings out from this tree here and catches you on the shoulder, sending you spinning.
What is with these?
You're in the water as well, and the rocks under the water are quite slick. Can you make me a dexterity save as you get hit?
Please be
10. You're fine. Yeah, anything above a 10, you're okay. Yeah, you do see one of these blights step out. They're on its own. In that regard, as far as you can tell, probably on its own.
Where's the step out?
Yep.
I can't see him on the map.
It's on this island.
Ah, there he is. Little beggar. Get up.
Yep. I'm not putting initiative. It's only one.
Okay. Does anyone else try and hit it first?
I can try and.
Keeva's useless far away. So.
Yep. Keeva, not Keeva, Elara, you don't have line of sight there for a fireball, footballs. It'd have to go through that rock. Get it? Oh, actually, no, you'd be fine.
Sure.
Yep, no, where it first started out, it moved. Yeah, so I was measuring to here.
Let me see how far it is actually away.
It's 120 feet for firebolts. Like, you could hit somebody this far away for firebolts. I'm not measuring on the GM there. Sorry, guys.
It will.
Here, you could hit him fine. The deer is dead as well, so we assume.
Oh, it's broken.
What I wouldn't give for a create bonfire spell right
now.
Burn down the forest.
Roll.
That's the easiest way to roast those deer, Just does everything.
I will say this area is quite wet, so it'll be pretty difficult to burn.
Then you would smoke them.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled twice by accident, so I'll take.
We're not in turn order, so take whichever came first. 16
okay,
hits.
yeah, 16 first. So he will be.
You want to roll your damage by clicking the firebolts in the chat?
Thanks, so very hard.
5 points of fire.
5.
It is nearly done for. Yeah, you couldn't catch it and it goes up, but it is just literally just on the cusp of death. There, I'd say at this stage, Arthur, you probably would get another reaction. There, if you want to kind of respond.
I'm going to. See, I'm going to move. I'm going to hide again. Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
Yes, please.
Perfect.
And where are you hiding?
I'm going to say I'm hiding behind the rock, but like still, like basically, I'm kind of like that, and say the rock is here. So I'm just gonna like all that should be facing out is the arrow.
Yep.
That's a 22.
Yep. You're, as far as you are concerned, no one knows where you are except for your partner because they were looking in your direction.
Yeah. Okay, that is a 17 to hit.
Yes. And rolling damage doesn't matter. You will kill it either way.
Yeah.
If you want to roll your extra dice for sneak attack, you can just for the sake of it. And yeah, you would have killed it in one shot. So you kind of ping that arrow, and it actually skips off the water and up into him, as it, just for a flavor. And you knock him. He's dead.
Okay, I think I've done most of the killing. I am also very sore. Can someone please fucking get the deer?
We just have to be careful if there's more.
Yes, I'm going to get out of the water now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We need to cross over. Let's get the deer.
All right.
Keep us gonna walk
All
to
right,
the
Your
edge.
Highness.
How far is
I'm
it?
gonna jump straight in and
God.
walk.
Yeah, it's about 85 feet across.
How deep
Yeah.
is it?
Narrowest. 2 feet at max. It'd be difficult for the only person that would be classified as like proper difficult to transfer to Earth would be for Ridmack. But Ridmack is a ranger, and Ridmack, what is your favorite terrain? Where do you have that?
I don't have favorite terrain. I've got the I have the alternative hunting something or other.
Yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, so you are
Deft Explorer, which gives me canny.
I'd say you're
favorite enemy.
I'd say you're fine where you are. Like you can make your way across probably fairly easily. I'd say but climbing, like jumping, climbing here to here.
They're doing the ranging right now, which is actually quite nice. So Ridmack is enjoying the break. Got rid of salmon. Doesn't have to ranger. This is good.
I will specify for those in chat, Ridmack does not yet actually have Cupcake there, even despite being on the art and the character intro. Just for those wondering why Cupcake has not been mentioned yet. But yeah, that is it. Yeah, you get across. It's a bit of a, you notice a lot of the rocks in the water are quite slippery, but you get across fine. A few fish kind of cross your path as you make your way across, Max. And the deer is there, dead and unbutchered. And Keeva, you kind of nearly run across the surface of the water with being a monk. It's easy as piss for you.
Okay, are we making camp here or over that side?
This side.
It's not I would say it's not a great spot for camp where you currently are. Not a lot of cover. Very wide open, and it looks like heavy rainfall would cause this river stream to flood up and over. So if it rained overnight, you could be in trouble. Now, I'll give to Ridmack, just being a ranger, he'd know that.
So we should probably butcher this animal and move on.
I'm gonna start butchering it and breaking it down into smaller.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll
It takes about, I'll say that takes about 20, 30 minutes. It's starting to get
So
to
we're
mid-afternoon.
camping on the side that we're on already.
No, like the riverbank area looks like if it rained heavily overnight,
So
which it has
we
done
need to
quite a
move.
number of times, it would flood very quickly. So you're very much in a flood zone. A lot of the trees have those kind of mangrove style roots where like they're actually kind of growing up, and then the trunk forms. So it looks like this area is probably spends quite a lot of the year submerged underwater. That's why it's so slippy.
So where we are now, can we tell which way is the village that Salmon told us about?
Well, I mean, it's north of if you continue following the road, it'd be that way. I will say there is a clearing. There is a clearing in further west. There is a clearing if you go that way.
Okay.
There'd be a bit of a clearing through here.
Okay.
I think that can help.
And here, I suppose these both lead into the one place.
Okay. Then we butcher the animal and go make camp, and
Yep.
Arthur can cook it up for us. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case and that's what you're going to be doing, I'm going to move you all across the river. And this seems like a good time for us to take our 15. So if I could just say, hold on, guys, we will be back 5-10 minutes, and we'll be back with the story as I will get them moved across. Just to give Dave a chance to run back up the stairs if he asks you to the map, because unfortunately Roll20 hates me and I can't seem to fix it today.
Okay. Bye, guys. Back soon.
Back soon. Stick around.
Hola.
Hello, guys. We're back, I think. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up, so I actually cannot see whether we are or not. Thanks for sticking around for us. Apologies for a little bit longer there. I was trying to work out with some of these tech issues, trying to see if I could make a workaround what happened with my phone using Roll20, but it's slightly working, but it's temperamental. So, Dave, we might need you to run back up the stairs in about like half to an hour, maybe max, there for the final map there, and I will do my best to work this out in the 2-week gap. But I forgot to say this at the start of the stream, so I would like to say, I don't know if he's still in chat, but a massive shout out to Shane Kenny, who is one of our Patreon followers. Shane is one of the players who was previously in the Sophoron Saga. He's run a few one-shots there, I believe, in the past for the community in Pathfinder. Great guy to have around the community. We miss you. Miss having you in games. Hopefully one day when the low-level adventures are a bit more experienced, you may be able to return. But that is that. And let's get back into the shenanigans. So, where we left off before the break, our party had just ventured from hunting a deer and dragged it into a clearing. This clearing, despite what you see on the map, I did have another map prepped for this that was what I'm about to describe now. Well, fuck it, it's not working, so we'll play as is. This clearing seems to be a lush green grove. There's an apple tree in the center, a large sprawling across, and a few tree stumps there that have clearly been hewn and dragged away, just a bit of foliage there to clear this. In this grove, as I said, at the center is a large tree. It is wrapped in vines, thick, heavy vines, but for the most part seems healthy. It's quiet here. The sound of the birds chirping has quietened, and there's less kind of animal noises out and about in that regard. You do not see what's on the map there. Nope. That is not there. Can you give me a perception check, please? Disadvantage.
4.
With my natural 20, would I notice? Or my perception 20?
No, unfortunately, this would be a check. There, you're looking to see through something.
Okay.
This is all the hint I'll give you.
Could I do a roll to make sure there's no more of those lovely tree people to get me?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
That would be, I'd say perception as well.
23.
23, you do see something moving on the tree. Give me one sec here.
The Arcanas. Can I feel anything in the air?
If you want to roll Arcana, you can, but it'll be after the resolution of this. As stepping out of the tree and like the massive vines, you seem to be seeing was motionless are 2 of these larger, heavier set blights wrapped and entangled in vines. As we are going to get an initiative roll from everybody.
Is this the Blight Wood or something? Jesus.
No, I mean you're.
Yes.
Those who played in Strahd know what caused blights.
Where is my character?
Well, it's not even just Strahd that introduces blights. There's
as well Golthius Tree.
Golthius Tree, but that's in Sunlit Citadel. I think it's also. I'm thinking like in published modules where they show up. Those are the 2 main ones.
I like to use blights as woodland creatures. They show up wherever there's corruption or damage to natural order of a wood. That's my lore from them. And I will say, Ridmack, at this stage, you probably recall that being a ranger. You know that. The vine blights tend to be not the highest order of blights, but they're tougher than the ones you fought before. You would know that. I'm going to change over the music. And we are going to go with a bit of...
My initiative's actually 11, not 17.
Yeah, you can update that yourself, I believe.
Perfect.
Let me know.
I think I did.
Where is it gone? Fucking music. Add, no, not into playlist. Manage audio, tracks. Which mount? No, fuck it. We're just gonna go. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna stick with the old school. Cry Havoc. As up at the top of the turn order, we have Elara as these two larger hulking blights. They seem a bit more moist than the previous ones and were made of wrapped vines. Far more humanoid looking. I'm going to give Shift Z on these. Still not quite, but more.
Ew.
Their vines have seemingly created a semblance of musculature around their body.
Okay, so she's gonna move 5, 10, maybe 15 to there, and she will cast her little firebolt because that's what she's been doing so far.
Yep.
So that is a 23
Hits.
for 2 whole points of damage.
That's half to 1.
1
As you see,
whole
it
point of
hisses.
damage.
It splashes against and it hisses as you see steam rise off. These, they do seem like they're inflated slightly. I will say Elara's probably smart enough to figure this out. They potentially have come out with the river recently and are containing quite a bit of water in their system.
She'll relay that back to the others. Just to let them know if any of you guys are using fire, it's not going to work as good. Not like the other ones. And that's her.
Yep, so that is 1 point of damage.
Woohoo.
Every little helps. So they say.
Yep, that's that. Next up, we have Keeva.
And before Keeva goes, I would just like to say to our viewers that because of where we are on the map, I'm not able to have the Roll20 chat in so you can see the rolls and stuff at the minute. But I am moving it every time we get a bit more space, just so I'm.
Oh, sorry guys, it's the map. I might downsize maps a bit more in future then. So for some of these.
Well, yeah, it's just sometimes it's just a bit awkward. I just want people to know that we generally try to have some in the side, and it will be there in a bit. So yes, she's going to peg it up to this dude and give him a bit of a slap.
Yeah, roll the hit.
That'll be fucking that one again. What the hell?
Give me that D100.
Lads, that's my second one.
Guys, I will say if you have let Ryan touch your keyboards or your dice, that is your fault.
22.
It is
You
not
lose your
fun,
balance.
Dave.
You lose
You're
your
right.
balance while attacking. You fall prone and your movement is reduced to 0.
Oh god damn it.
As
You're not
Dave
knocked
said,
out though.
I'll put myself
Nat
upside down.
one.
There we go.
Not fun.
No, it isn't.
You lose your ear, says David Chat.
No.
No. You can't do that to an elf. That feels like especially bad. Yeah, no, you kind of trip. It looks like as you're tripping, one of this thing's vines are actually growing through the ground and you should kind of catch up and fall over. Arthur.
Okay. I was going to try and flank, but person I'm trying to flank with is currently on the ground, so I don't think that's going to work.
You don't get flanking if somebody's prone.
Saws.
So I'm going to go here. And I'm just going to go die and stab it. Fair, not French enough. Die and try and puncture it.
Yep, rolled it.
That's a 7.
Yeah, you miss.
Oh, that didn't work.
It's kind of like two of the vines, as you stab through, they kind of move out of the way. It's allowing the blade to pass through without actually cutting anything.
Fuck. That's my turn.
Okay, and next up we would have Ridmack. These things have embarrassed you in the past. It's not directly their fault, but you know, you've fallen over.
Those things did not embarrass me. It was a certain fishman who is no longer in this party.
Fishman?
Yeah, Fishman, whose name shall not be mentioned ever
Oh,
again.
yeah, his name is Fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are fishmen. There are 2 specific fishmen walking around this world at the moment. That don't rep is in chat. Don't besmirch their names.
I mean, we're not talking about Koatoa here.
No, they're not Koatoa. They're other things. I don't know what they're called.
Fishman, fighter of the Anglerman.
They aren't fish, are they not? Okay, you know, fair. I forget what they are. I forget what they are entirely. I do have plans for them though. Yeah. So what are you doing to these guys?
Right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to just shoot them.
Cool.
Since we got clearance since Our monk's on the ground. We got clearance on this one here.
Yeah, go for it.
And a stray bolts, towards the noble probably isn't a big deal, right?
You don't know.
That's probably fine. It's a 17 to hit.
It's
Fantastic. All right. For 11 points of piercing damage.
doesn't seem as effective as you thought it would be, but you've done some damage.
All right. And we're going to get on top of this stump.
Stumpy. Yeah,
That
nice.
way
You are now
I'm
the
a
size of a
little
normal
taller.
person.
Yeah. Now I know
Mind
it's
Blight
like
is next up on the turn order is the Vine Blight, and it is going to do something nasty. Probably, I don't know what these things can do off the top of my head.
vine stuff.
What's appearance, crosswords, and vines from? The other one can do that. This one is going to make an attack on Keeva as she's prone. That's a 14 to hit, which I believe misses. Keeva, does 14 miss, correct?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this one is going to do then. Entangling plants. Grasping roots and vines spread out in a 15-foot radius centered on the blight. So we're going to do a measure tool, we're going to do a circle, and we're going to do linger and broadcast to others. That's going to be 5, 10, 15. No, I didn't do linger. When for duration, the area is difficult terrain for non-plant creatures. In addition, each creature of the Blight's choice in that area must succeed on a DC 12 strength save or become restrained. A creature can use its action to make a DC 12 strength check, freeing itself or another entangled creature within reach on a success. Keeva, I'm going to ask you to make a strength save at disadvantage because you're prone and the roots have grown out over you.
Dex. Oh, it's a 10 or a 10.
You fail. The roots kind of just tangle over you and kind of pull you and restrain you to the ground. You need to use your action for the escape DC of 12 to escape that.
Okie-dokie.
So, with that being its turn, it is Max's turn. Be aware the blue area is difficult terrain. It will go away in a few minutes, but I'm going to pop a thing onto the map here now, if it'll let me. Draw. Ellipse. And we go. Go, and that's not big enough. Can I grow it? Yeah, about that. That size area is all difficult terrain in that blue circle. So, Max, what are you doing? V-Boy, you might be muted if you're speaking.
I haven't started speaking.
Oh, yeah. In V-Boy's voice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One
That
second
way.
here. No, they aren't fish. It's all good. No scales. You've every nice to my definitely not evil brothers. Muted. Still time for a TPK. We've not had that in session 1 yet. I think we're hitting some kind of record today, and that's what the barman said to Arthur Kane. Nice. So yeah, what are you doing, Max?
I'm moving. I'm going to use 30, hopefully 30 feet of move because I wasn't quite lined up with the square.
The white square. So if it moves evenly on your thing, that's fine. It's an error with me
White
making the
squares.
maps.
I can get next to my best mate right here.
Yes, the guy that has hired you to bodyguard him.
Yep. I'm gonna. Do I need to get annoyed again? Might need to get annoyed again.
Oh, it's up to you.
Slightly perturbed.
Mildly frustrated. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the DM knows that we're level 2 and we don't have a lot of uses of things.
Exactly.
Yeah, why not? Oh, yes, I'm going to be...
It's almost like I paced this session ideally to end with a long rest. It's fine.
Yeah, almost. I wouldn't count on it, though. I'm going to be slightly unamused.
A dash of irritated, says Rap in chat.
Yes. And rage.
Boy, sir, I'm quite perturbed with what you're doing right now. I think you need to stop that right this moment. I'm getting quite frustrated.
I am going to swing and I'm going to try to fuck this dude up. With
Yeah,
an 11.
11 will not hit.
Not hit.
No, these things have an AC of. I'll let you in on the AC.
Need to unleash the 20.
They have an AC of 12.
Oh, I'm gonna boon it then. Because
Yeah, go for it.
So that's a total of 15.
Yep, roll damage.
I'm doing this two-handed as well.
Cool.
So
D10, so.
So that is +4. Go 7.
7, and then don't forget to add your rage damage.
It does add 2. Yes, so that's 9.
Yeah, so you deal 9 points of damage to this thing. It doesn't seem too happy about that.
Now, something I have just seen that this weapon does with 2 hands. I can force the creature to make a con saving throw because it has the topple feature.
Oh, nice.
Noise.
Con save DC 8 plus 4, which is quite good, 12, plus proficiency bonus, which is 2, so 16.
That is a 16. It meets it, beats it.
16. That does not a lot. If it fails, it goes prone.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, it's rooted in there, so like it's kind of hard to knock. There, at the top of the turn order, out of the bushes that were kind of standing in plain sight, seeming like more shrubs. You will see these two guys pop into frame. Two of the weak little ones that you killed before, and they're gonna go.
God damn it.
5, 10.
They're-
5, 10,
Are they worried about their family tree?
25, 30. Gets to here. It's going to dash to get to here. It can't make an attack on this turn. This one can, but the other one can. At this point as well, you do hear some movement from up in the tree branches there in that regard. With your passive perception, Keeva.
Okay, cool.
Just rustling and moving. Something sounds like it's getting up from where it was sleeping, maybe.
Okay. Something else.
Something, yeah.
Shite balls. Okay. I'm gonna use
That's
a free...
21 to hit, Arthur.
That hits.
Yeah, you will take not much damage because he's stuck. 3 points piercing. Yeah, what were you going to use your free action to do, Keeva?
Just to shout, guys, I think there's more.
There's something.
God.
I would like to interject and use my reaction.
What is your action?
My reaction is to use my sentinel attack.
Oh, yeah, nice. Go for it.
Which
The
does
attack
a
still
thing.
lands, but you'll have to roll afterwards, yep.
Yes, which does a thing. When something happens, is this the right one?
Yep.
No, that's not the right one. I just want to put this on here. Does
Yeah,
that do
Sentinel,
it?
yeah.
That does it. There we go. Sentinel attack.
Yeah, look, there's no mad rush. I know what Sentinel does, so that's fine. It is my favorite feat
That's weird.
for a
That's-
combat character.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that
it's-
does that, and then that says if when a creature makes a creature within 5 feet. That's the bit I'm trying to do.
It's
Here.
they're both they both say the same thing from what I can see. So yeah, you attack them.
They do. So I attack them, or attack one of them.
Yep, this
When
is the
a
one that
creature
attacks.
enters a-
So here.
So I'm gonna swing at that one because I can with a 7.
You miss.
That was terrible.
That's also in that one. Yep.
And
You know what you need to do?
I do, but I don't really want to.
You don't really have a choice in this case.
66.
Yo, ooh, that's gonna be a nasty one. Give me 1 second here. 66. The weapon slips from your hand as you attack. Make a DC 10 dex check. On failure, you throw your weapon into your enemy space. DM determines where the item is thrown on a large size or greater creatures. So yeah, you drop your weapon.
Oh.
So roll Dex to see if you actually manage to keep it in your hands or not.
Just straight dex, not a save.
Just not a save. No, it's just a check.
Okay. That's 2. 2. I'm being really slow because I don't type these things. 6.
You drop your axe.
Sweet.
I'm gonna say you hit it, but you hit it in a non-lethal spot where it doesn't seem to do much damage, and it kind of just sticks in.
Fuck.
Yep.
You're not doing what I've paid you to do. This is very annoying.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Arthur, you got a 1d4 healing. I don't know if you saw.
Oh shit, lovely. I will take that. Thank you
Thanks,
from
chat.
Dave.
Dave. Thank you, Dave. I will get you your light back, and Kate, I will get your light back.
Elara, that is you.
Okay.
If
I've
that's
never
it,
used
yeah,
this
Max, that's
before.
your hand, so that's fine.
So I want to try and use magic missile.
Yep,
Can I
magic
use it
missile.
on 3 different ones?
You can, yes.
Yes. Okay. So I
Now
want to
you
do
have the choice. You can either take the same roll on all 3, or you can roll 3d4 and add 1 to each.
Okay. I'll go the first way the first time.
You're just gonna
So
roll
what
once and do the damage to everyone.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Let's try it that way first. Or do I have to stick with it that way then the whole time?
No, the way I roll it is different for multiple targets than it's one
Okay.
target. If it's multiple targets, I will allow you to either roll separately,
Okay.
or if you want to roll once and take the roll and spread it to all 3 targets. If it's obviously if it's multiple darts on one target, I say roll for each target.
Oh, well then I'll roll for each one then. So what I'm going to do is I want to hit him, or them, or whatever.
It.
And it, and it.
Yeah, you want to hit the
Those-
3
yes.
the 3 main ones. is
3
it?
in the
middle.
circle. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll your d4 and add 1 for each of them. Great spell.
1.
Dave says if you're an emo bird, it's called Tragic Missile.
A 4, a 4, and a 3. No. I
4
did
and
that
3.
wrong.
No. Let me see. Where's it gone? Where's my thing
4,
gone?
4, and 2.
Yeah, 4, and 2. You know, 3, 3, 3,
3, and 2. But
yeah, so
ones,
4. Yeah, 4, 4,
yeah,
3.
4, 4,
yeah.
and 3. Yeah.
So which ones do you hit with? Which ones do you hit with?
Okay, so the 2 wetty ones
Yeah,
are the
fours.
4s, and the drier one is the 3.
Yep. Briar one is looking on the ropes. It has 1 hit point. And then the other 2, this one looks nearly fine. Still, it's not happy, and this one looks pretty beat up at this stage.
Okay. That's all she can kind of do right now.
Right.
So she's just going to move, though, over there. And then that's her. Thank you.
Okay. Keeva, on your turn, can you use your action to give me either a dex or strength check to break out of these vines?
Dex. That is a fucking hell 8. What is
Yeah,
with
you
my
need to
rolls?
beat unfortunately, you need to beat a 12. Sorry, so that is you're still stuck.
I have a boom. Do you think I should try, guys?
You need a 4.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. I'm gonna go for it. Fuck it.
Okay.
You only live once.
You roll.
Oh, I rolled off a
Apparently.
4. God damn it. Never mind.
Okay.
Boo.
I am going to go to Arthur.
Okay. I'm going to. Okay, so I'm actually going to disengage and go over here.
Yep.
That way I have advantage. And I'm going to stab this
You wouldn't
boyo.
need to. Oh, you would from this guy, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to stab this boyo.
Yep.
Good
Oh,
thing I
good
took
thing
that
you
fucking
did.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I do the Zoro thing. I put an A into his chest and then stab him right in where I assume his heart is going to be.
13, half to 7. You do 7 points damage to him there. He's looking on his last legs. He's not quite dead. As I said, the piercing damage does seem like it's like the vines are shifting themselves to kind of avoid the stabs. There, you do notice when
Not-
Max hit it, it did seem to do the full whack.
You're not being very helpful here, okay? You should just die.
You know what you described in the attack, it is a piercing weapon, but it is a slashing attack. I'll say you do the full damage. Makes sense. I've always thought bladed weapons you should be able to kind of vary and stuff like that. So yeah, you will do a full 13 points of damage. How do you dispatch this thing?
Exactly how I described. I put a fucking A in his like chest and like just stab him through the heart, or where I assume the heart is.
Okay, yeah, you murder this thing. It kind of collapses into the vines there and becomes more of a tangle on top of Keeva.
Okay,
It doesn't affect anything, but that's,
And that is...
You've used your bonus action, you've used your action, and you've used some of your movement.
Yes,
Where you are now is difficult terrain.
Okay. So I've used probably 15 feet, would you say? Okay.
Yeah.
So
it'd be your full movement to get back out. 5, 10. No, you'd have 5 feet you'd have 5 extra feet on the other side once you're out of the circle if you're going to move out from back to where you were.
Yeah.
So you could get to here, and then you can get to here maximum, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Ridmack, you also now hear rustling in the top of the tree. Actually, the rest of you do as well.
Well, I mean, we'll shoot that later. But for now,
I don't think you should. That'd be a bad idea.
Always shoot the things in the trees. We'll shoot. This vine blight here is still giving
that
us
one. That is the that's one that's supposed to have an X on it.
Oh, okay.
This one.
This guy right over here, who's
that's a Twiggy boy.
Yep, Twiggy is giving our monk a little bit of a trouble.
It is about feeding on the monk. You can very clearly see that.
21.
Yep, you hit.
Fantastic. Let's do some 11 points of damage.
You kill it outright.
Thwack.
And that is dead.
I'm sure Arthur's fine over here, right? He's fine.
Yeah, you should have it.
He killed a deer. He's super skilled at killing things.
I think genuinely, I think I've killed the most things in this game.
So far, yeah.
Sure.
My
fine,
alchemical
I
romance,
guess.
nice.
Yeah, that'll be Ridmack. I think I'm in a good spot. I'm gonna just kind of snipe things from this tree stump while I admire being at this great height, the height of normal tall folk. And that's it for Ridmack. I know I'm a normal tall now.
Yeah, okay, that's good. It works. That's him dead. Dead to rights. And next we have Max.
So my axe.
Actually, no, sorry. Next to the vine blights, I've skipped ahead. This guy's gonna
That's
go.
okay. I can go. It's fine.
5,
Forget these guys.
Yeah.
10 to here.
They're not important.
He's going to attack at Keeva because Keeva's on the ground, tangled in his tangle.
No.
And it has advantage. Gonna constrict. 12 and a 12. I don't think either of those hit.
Sorry, I was muted. No.
No, yep, that's its turn. Now, Max.
Yay. My axe is currently buried in the ground, or
Yeah, you just need to pick it up. It's a free action.
pick it up. I'll pick it up.
That one's more annoying when it's like mid attack. So like I would rule if you lose your weapon mid like multi attack. So if you made your first attack, drop your weapon, yeah, you can't continue to multi attack. That's how I drill it. So that if you only have one attack, it's kind of much of a muchness.
I'll take it. I will pick it up. Still annoyed.
Mhm.
Still rage annoyed.
You are?
A little bit more perturbed than I was before because I dropped the axe. And I'm gonna take another swing.
Which one?
The one between. Actually, I'm gonna move up to here
Flanking, yeah, advantage.
and attack this one
Yep.
because
See what Twiggy
That
is
sounds
made
good.
out of.
that's. How do I do advantage on here? Let's just.
Just roll twice if you're not sure. There should be a toggle.
Oh no! No, that doesn't work. 'Cause that just rolls. Oh, I don't know. 10 or so, 10. A whole 10.
Yeah, you missed. Is that with the advantage?
Yep.
Oh my god, you guys are rolling like shit tonight.
Yes, we are.
That's your fault, somehow.
It is absolutely not my fault. And yeah, that is it for Max at the top of the turn
Yep.
order.
Yep.
Twiggy is going to swing at Arthur because he just gets the vibe, you know. He understands. He understands the mission. Arthur is to be stopped.
Yeah. Seems that way.
It's a 22.
That actually doesn't hit. Yeah, no. I've actually gained all those, AC in the last 5 seconds.
4 piercing. As it kind of just scratches its way down along you. However, as it finishes off that attack, something leaps down from the tree, assailing it. So I'm going to move this guy onto the token layer, and we're going to give it a little Shift Z. So, for those of you who don't know, and I haven't explained, dragons in my game don't follow their normal chromatic alignments. They're free to be creatures of their own choice. They do what they want when they want. Dragons are the freest creatures in the land. So, leaping from the tree, landing directly on top of this twig blight, a dragon the size of a large dog crashes into it and is going to make a bite attack, which is going to hit for a 19 as he rips this thing in two and then continues its flight path up and kind of hovers here in the air.
Nice.
And that is it for its turn.
Dragon friend.
I believe it's have I messed up? It's Elara's turn now.
So it's gonna scare the crap out of her, being like, "Ah,
Yeah.
where'd you come from?" But okay. So she is going to move 5, 10, 15 down this side just to get a better angle at him, and she will probably cast Magic Missile again. I know she's using a lot, but if he's wet, it's not going to work otherwise. So she will use all 3 in one go.
Yep. So you just roll each 3 times there. So 4 force. So you hit him with 3 different darts.
Yeah.
No,
No, yeah, 3, 3, 3 then.
Yep, that's you will need to roll it 2 more times.
Oh, 2 more times? Okay.
Yep, for targeting one person, you roll each dart. 3 plus 4, so it's 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 1 is 8 points of damage into this guy. Yeah, that seems to take a decent chunk. It blasts a hole through the vines, but it's still up.
Oh my god, you're still up.
Keeva. Or Elara, unless you have extra stuff.
No.
Nope, Keeva, then it is on to you. You are still struggling with the vines.
I am. So dexterity again?
Dex or strength, whichever you prefer.
Oh, dex is allegedly better. I don't know if it actually is going to be. 18!
You are out. Yeah, you kind of managed to, as the other one crumbles, it's like it pulls a chunk of the vines away from it. There, you managed to slip your way out. You are now able to stand up for half your movement and do what you wish.
If, for half my movement, okay, right, I will correct myself. And can I hit this guy from where I am, or do I need to stand on the dead bodies of his friends?
No, you can hit across the diagonal. That's no worries. Okay. He's under the boughs. He's under the leaves of the tree. Like I don't have to do 3D-ishness on the map. You are under the tree.
Okie dokie. I will then smack him, hopefully. And
oh, yeah. 8 misses.
Yeah. At least it wasn't a 1 this time. I'm just happy.
I believe you can spend a key point to hit him again.
I can. Oh, even if I don't hit. Okay, yeah, I will do that. I thought I had to actually.
Flurry of blows?
Yeah, I do. 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So here's the 1, which is 17 for 8.
Up. Hits.
And then 1 more.
Yep, it's strong hit.
9, Which one?
He is teetering on the edge. You have got him a solid smack across the jaw. Well, what would be a jaw, but it's actually binds there.
Okay.
And it's kind of like ripped half the face off. You just see a tangled vegetation mess.
Oh, poor guy. Not. And that's me. I'll just
Not a guy.
stand here.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that is your turn. That is your turn. And next up is Arthur Kane.
I'm gonna go right beside it.
Yes.
Or actually, I'm gonna try and go here. I think I can get there. And just try and stab it through what I think is the head.
Roll to hit with advantage. 17 hits.
21.
Oh, 21 hits. Yeah, that.
21 hits. With sneak attack. That is 10 damage.
5, yeah, down to 5 because of the piercing resistance, because of the vines. Yeah, that'll do it.
I am very sick of killing everything, okay? This is really annoying.
Yeah, it just kind of crumbles around, and that I'm going to drop us. Well, I'm going to leave us in turn order for the moment. Depending on what you guys decide to do. Ridmack, it's your turn.
So there's no more of these blights that we can see, yeah? Looks like they're all gone.
No, the dragon seems to be hovering in place. It doesn't seem to be making any aggressive movements towards either of you. Any of you? If you want to give me an insight check, if you want to see if you can understand more its behavior.
Sure. Let's see.
At disadvantage, I would say.
We may have to shoot that thing depending on what happens.
But he helped us.
Yeah.
Actually, no disadvantage. I'm not giving you disadvantage. You're a ranger. You're fine.
Sure. 13. I mean, I can go with the natural one if you'd like.
No, let's not go with the natural one. I feel like natural one would cause potential hazardous consequences for the party, and I would rather not in the first session. So, no, you get the feeling this dragon seemed to be intensely angry with the blights, and it has landed. It seems to be appearing to be about to land on the ground. There, it's kind of like circling and picking a spot. It doesn't seem like its anger is directed at you.
Best get your purse out there, your lordship. That dragon looks angry at us.
Max, it's your turn. I'm gonna clear out these blights just because they're in the way.
I will put on some sort of defensive position, knowing that
You can take the dodge action. Anything that attacks will have disadvantage if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll take that. Because these things come out of the trees and attack what we're attacking, so that's a good start, but intention's still unknown.
We're going to go to the top of the turn order. I've actually missed the turn order. The dragon's turn. And that is where we are going to drop out of combat. I want to change the music. Where is Cry Havoc so I can turn it off? Landing on the ground of the grove. A loud-ish thud. All of you hear what seems to be deep rumbles in the dragon's chest, but in your minds, as you all hear, surprisingly deep voice for how small this creature. Well, not small, but small comparatively to what you would believe dragons to be. This creature is. Thanks. These things have been trashing the grove all week. I was sleeping and they ambushed me. You have my. I'm not gonna say you have my gratitude because I took out one of them. I mean, I could have done it all by myself, but appreciation.
You're welcome.
I was going to say thank you for helping us too. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good.
These puny blights couldn't do anything to a creature as magnificent as myself.
They did manage to keep you here for a week, though.
I've not been here for a week.
Oh.
I've been flying around, but they keep coming back to me. This is my spot. They keep coming back.
What's your name?
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. This is not going to go well.
It's not a high DC.
12?
Vespura. So Vespura, Vespura. For those note taking.
Thank you. Goodness. Did you know where they're coming from? Like, you said they keep coming back.
Far deeper into the woods, there's some sort of gross tree that some people have been messing around with. It's way to the west of here, though, like near the people place.
Oh. And it's all coming from one tree, you think?
I mean, that's how these things work, to what I kind of know.
Okay.
Maybe there's a few, maybe there's a grove. I don't know.
That's the way we have to head anyway. But
Is it?
yeah. Towards the
To the
village.
west.
So we have to go towards Novus, though. Is it close to Novus?
I don't know what places are called.
That's fair.
I think that's where we were headed.
That's where
direction.
that's where tall people, no beards live.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that guy, and you'll kind of a claw will gesture up towards Max, and that one, and towards Arthur. No pointy ear people or short beard people.
Okay.
You can gather he's referring to elves and dwarves.
Is it quite obvious he's talking about Novus?
No, it could be. There are a few towns scattering there. I would show them the map. Do I have it as a handout? I don't. I can make it as a handout if I can. 1 second here, guys.
Because we were heading sort of westerly anyway. And we've taken a detour northwards. It's still going to be in the west somewhere.
It's west. It's west-ish. Like you're not. Yeah, like it's.
How long does he think it would take us to walk there? Because we can't fly.
Human like. Three-day.
Okay, and Salmon
Seems
said we
about
were.
right.
Yeah, he said we were about that, wasn't he?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
3 days from Nova, so I mean that kind of tracks. So I think that's the same direction in which we're going.
Either
Yeah,
way,
like
it's good
the
to get to a
cart wasn't
village.
moving. The cart wasn't moving particularly fast.
No.
I'm just going to show to all players here. You guys should be able to see that. This is the map.
Okay.
I
So
wasn't moving fast. Salmon was driving.
pretty much, yeah. So yeah, where you guys are is you'd be approximately. You see that the second. So if you're looking, Novus is this town on the crossroads here with the blue house.
Mm.
Yeah,
Nice.
closest here. Yeah, you would be approximately if you go 1, 2. You see the little I can't ping on this thing, but you see the brown tree. Like there's the brown tree at the start, and then there's like a brownish area, kind of like I don't know, like about an inch from there when the thing is zoomed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about there, like where the wall, where there's like a bit of clear grass beside the path. You're about there, like halfway. If you're like lining it up, it's like in line, almost in line with the tower.
Okay.
Up
Oh,
to the
okay.
north of it. Yeah, you're around there.
Mm.
Well, either
On
way,
the
we need to
northern
get
side
to-
of the road as well.
We need to get to some sort of town to try and.
Yeah. Novus, your destination is there to the immediate west. And then obviously there are a number of other larger settlements in and around the area.
Yeah. So it's definitely quicker to get to Novus. than
Novus
it
is actually probably smaller, one of the smaller settlements there. It's bigger
Yeah.
on this map, just kind of for like that's where you need to go kind of
Yeah.
thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously they are kind of just like it's not to scale. You know, obviously that like the town in the more northern area isn't that fucking huge. You know, it's not a massive city, but it's yeah, it's kind of just to give an indication. This is like a hand drawn map, kind of for what your guys reference.
Okay.
If we find the main one, maybe we could stop them for our friend here now.
What's in it for us?
Why would I? Yeah, I don't care.
Well, no. Is it possible that the thing we've been hired to investigate is somehow connected to a weird tree? That is the possibility.
What?
Oh, we've been hired to investigate the town. That's the place where the people are.
Yeah, I know what a town is.
Okay. Well, you didn't know what humans and elves were, so I'm just.
I know what you are. You use weird descriptions. Why don't you just describe things how they look? Elves, tall, pointy ear. Dwarf, short, furry face. Human, tall.
But see, you can grow like humans can grow. Anyway.
Yeah, but not the same. The best human beard is nothing comparable to the worst dwarven beard.
Okay. I digress. Okay. So, we've been hired to go investigate that. That there's weird stuff happening in Novus. That could be connected to the tree. But I realize you don't actually care.
Yeah, there's something weird going on in that valley.
Yeah.
Have you noticed anything else?
People coming into woods, they don't normally do that.
Just one.
Not from there. Like if you pull out the map, you will actually come over and look at the map.
Yeah.
Can somebody give me a luck check, please?
That's just 20. D20.
Yeah, just D20, odds or evens. Odds is bad luck, evens is good luck.
I am so not rolling that.
It's nothing crazy. Evens is good luck, so yeah, you're fine. He kind of takes a claw and he and you can see you can't dragons a lot of the time communicate mentally with people because you can't understand in Draconic, but they do they can kind of think that there and what a lot of what comes through is emotions and images and stuff. Yes, there are words, but a lot of that flows through as well. And as he's looking at the map, kind of cocks his head and he's judging the accuracy of this map, it's not great. There's bits missing, there's places closer than it should be, and dragons having an aerial view of the world, they know where shit is. So he's kind of passive aggressively in his mind thoughts being this is shit. But he'll kind of if you guys pull up the map, if you look to the town to the northwest of Novus, it lingers around there. And then the town directly north of where you are, it lingers around, thoughts linger around there. It's dangerous.
I'll be marking where it is on the map.
And then he'll point finally with his claw on Talon's hands. This is kind of it's getting a bit even he's kind of being what the fuck am I doing? And you can very clearly see this. He's why am I helping these people? But he will eventually point to the small wooded area up on top of the cliffs. And he'll go, don't go here. Don't go.
Well, why?
Bad.
More of the wood people?
No, worse. Much worse.
What?
Wet wood people.
Don't know what, but worse. Elder dragons have said bad.
Oh. Okay.
So it will not be on our list, okay.
I just want to get a drink.
So deliver it that way.
Not that kind of drink. But that kind of drink's good too, but...
So what you're saying is there's elder dragons near these parts?
There are the dragons, yeah. I'm not going to tell you where.
Elder dragons?
Well, older dragons, maybe not. But the big ones. I hatched in these woods. 5-ish years ago.
Oh.
And
well, no. 5-ish in my... not that long ago.
there are a lot of dragons in this area here, or
Roll persuasion. It's a high enough DC. Dragons tend to not like to be. This one seems like you've helped it, so it's like while it's refusing to be appreciative, it is helping you in its own way. But they tend to not like to reveal stuff about themselves, and that is common fact. That they're
Alara's
mysterious.
very charismatic to them, so you know.
it's a 15.
You can charm them.
What did you roll?
It's a 15.
There are a few.
Like more than 10.
I don't know exactly how many at the moment. For migratory creatures, the mountains around here have across mountain in Flatland with
I'm just curious.
and then like images will start like it doesn't have names for these places in like human tongues or even in Draconic. They don't have names. So like images of a large, like a very large mountain, which you guys can actually see in the distance. Is flashing there, and it's like where I hatched, and then images of like other like areas, but like nothing's as like not all as nice as me.
Oh, of course not. That's why I just want to know so that our fearless leader here will be sure to have enough presence for each supreme.
Who is fearless leader?
Like yourself. Oh well, his lordship, Arthur. You said Arthur. Lord Arthur.
Presence?
The
Gold?
Demon Slayer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got something nice.
Jules?
Leader?
Oh yeah, jewels, fancy underwear, like whatever you want.
I do need to build a horde. You see images of a horde, and like it's pitiful. There's only like a few coins in it. And then he's flashing those specifically towards Arthur. Mentality wise, he's clearly asking for money for his information he's provided you.
So this is how this is going to work. You're going to help us, and I will give you some coin.
Oh. Well, that's not going to go down well.
Because I cannot just give you coin for free.
You're
know
just
how this
trying.
works.
So you're trying to boss a dragon around.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was advisable.
Yeah, no, that was.
No, it's a terrible idea, but fucking.
Hey. Can you give me a luck check, please?
Okay.
Yeah,
TPK it is.
100%.
Odds are same again. Odds are bad. Even's good.
Perfect. That's
It's
even.
like it looks offended. It kind of puffs up its chest a bit, and it seems to breathe in.
Yeah.
Okay. Here,
It lets
here,
out
like
it lets out a sigh as green like mist rolls out of its mouth, and it just takes off.
I'll give you gold.
And it's gone.
Look what you've
Before it
done.
goes, could I have shouted at it to say, "Don't listen to these gobshites"?
Yeah.
It was going to.
Thank
It was
you.
intending. It was intending to fly off either way.
Well
so
done, guys.
he's kind of gone.
I was about to give it a gold coin for helping
You
us
are
destroy the
definitely
thing.
not a leader, dude. That's not how you lead people.
I will say as well at this point, as it kind of breaches like 60 to like something feet away, the grove now looks more like it looks now, not what it did on the other map that we didn't really show on stream. It's like an illusion seems to fade as this like more like it looks like the ground has been like a lot of the grass has died and wilted away, poisoned maybe. I'm gonna say Ridmack, with your background and stuff, you know not to eat these apples at this stage.
Hmm.
If this dragon has been living in this tree for a brief period of time, it's probably breathed quite a lot in this area, so that the ground is probably tainted with poisonous.
I feel bad about what happened to Sam. We should give him some of these apples. I think he would appreciate them as a gift, an apology from me to him. These apples, not for you guys though. You can't have any. It's all for Sam.
You roll. I actually don't know what to ask you to roll. You guys feel free to roll insight, and I will let John decide what he lets you know based on your rolls. As I'm going to try move us over to the next map.
Oh, God.
Well, in a few minutes. Or
22.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can see he's got a twinkle in his eye. He is imagining the dehydration that Salmon will experience as he shits his brains out, in the nearby tavern uncontrollably,
What is
maybe
wrong
dies.
with you guys?
maybe dies, but like not really sure if that will actually kill him or not. But hopefully will cause a lot of distress.
You really
Preferable.
don't like
It
this
probably
guy.
it probably wouldn't kill him, but it would definitely give him the worst food poisoning imaginable.
Yeah. Oh man. Then give him another one the next day.
Why?
He's just a stand-up guy.
No, these are gonna make him sick. I'm not stupid.
Well, just a little bit.
Why?
But,
What did he
that's-
do?
What did he not do?
He did
Well,
more
let
than
me
you.
count.
You fell down and bumped your head and went to Betty Pies. So I don't
Would
like.
you like an apple tart? I can mix one up right now if you'd like.
I've been called many things in my life, but I have never been
calling
called.
you a-
I've never been called a.
you a tart.
I know,
Just like
but
if you-
I wouldn't mind being called a tart. I'm not eating your dirty apple tart.
Dave, we might need Stairs Goblin in a second. I'm trying to do it myself from Roll20 mobile, but I don't know if it'll work, so bear
Come,
with me.
Stairs Goblin.
Stairs Goblin.
Yeah, it's not working. I'm getting the same issue on the Roll mobile. I think my account might be bugged. I might need to look into this.
I hear him.
Hopefully not, because I
He
paid for it.
approaches.
Elara's face is subtitled right now. Good to see you, Rover. Good to see you, Dean. You're coming in kind of towards the tail end of the stream. With about
Time.
so maybe 30 minutes left.
Sorry,
So
Nick.
yeah, it'll be
I'm
the.
moving to. Oh shit! What's after happening?
I will say at this stage we could probably start like this conversation as you guys begin to set up your camp.
Looks like he's on
Um,
there. That's 4. He wants 5, does he?
He wants 5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I need the map that's in the folder for whatever reason. I don't know why it's there. So yeah, it's not letting me do any of that shit for some reason. So thanks a million, Stairs, the almighty Stairs Goblin Dave.
Take a bit of Stairs
And
Goblin.
yeah, so John has been repeatedly joking about Kian and his large tent that was at the EC camping trip. So Arthur, I think you know which one is yours.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, you guys feel
The
free to
big
distribute
tent.
yourselves. This takes about a few hours. Like this entire trip through the woods, it probably took you about 3 or 4 hours. It does seem to be getting quite dark, despite it only being like I'd say about 3 or 4 p.m. But you are coming into like autumn.
Can I go now?
You
No.
can go.
Guys, I think we should take watches in case there's any more of these fuckers gonna climb out of the woods and get us in the middle of the night.
So
Yeah.
no, I would say it is not necessarily time to settle down. It's just that with the mountains nearby and the denseness of this wood, it's gotten quite dark quite quickly.
Okay.
Like you're in the shade of the mountains in this current point, so the sun is probably still somewhat up, but it is quite dark here, especially in this forest. So that's why you've lit the fire, you've gotten everything ready. This is a nighttime map. I probably should have made it more of a late afternoon map, but it's fine. I was messing around with roll thing. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of this one.
It does look very like dusky evening
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Just
So yeah, you can feel free to like make whatever skill checks you think would be relevant to properly butcher and cook this deer.
survival, maybe?
I would be saying survival, yes.
Okay, I'll do a survival and see how I get on. That's 24.
Yeah. So Keeva, I don't know if you have a knife yourself, but if you borrow one from one of the guys, you
I
manage
have
to
a
like,
dagger. if you need.
expertly remove
Thanks.
the entrails, the guts, the bits and bits that you're not supposed to eat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just take my battle axe and in the
Ridmack,
stomach.
I'm assuming will probably advise you to not leave those above ground. I'm hoping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the
She's a wood elf.
basics.
She might know.
Yeah, the basics. She should know.
Yeah, exactly. You've been adventuring a while, so you probably know yourselves not to leave like entrails and shit above ground to avoid attracting bears or potentially owlbears or potentially worse things again.
I'll wrap them
So,
up in some
yeah.
sort of fabric and hand them back to Arthur and go, you can bury these while I'm cooking the food. Good man.
That is Arthur's job that's been
Again.
given.
Again, I fucking killed it. Okay.
Yeah, so you need to bury it.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
You know any prayers? To say over its body, like "Thank you, dear, for the deer meat," something like that.
No,
you praying man.
not particularly. No. I know the gods probably exist because they do the magics and all that, but they don't.
The gods most certainly exist. This
Yeah.
world is like it's not even in question in this world for the most part.
Yeah.
People who question it are viewed as absolute insane people because they're
Yeah.
objectively wrong.
I mean, the gods exist and all that, but they never gave me any gifts, so fuck them. I don't actually mean that. This is in jest.
We're not with
and
him.
I'm gonna go.
Somewhere in the distance, just thunder.
Just thunder?
I've pissed off Zeus, it seems.
No, Talos. In this world, it'd be Talos.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out.
For once, and for those in chat, I think I see rapid chat. It's not me pissing off Talos this time.
Yeah, it's just, every character I have has to be slightly atheistic in some way. I'm going to I'm gonna bury the guts. And when I'm like very much away from the rest of the party, I'm just gonna go, oh my fucking god, I cannot keep this accent up for that much longer. I cannot keep this charade fucking going. Oh my god. These people are so fucking annoying. But it seems I've got a few more things to do. Fuck. And I'm gonna return back to everyone.
Yep. It takes you I'd say about 20 to 30 minutes to properly dig the hole and like bury everything. At this point, I'd say the deer is probably cooking on the fire. I'd say if Keeva with that survival roll is probably taking charge of that, if she wants to. You managed to fill your water cans.
Nice.
At this stage, it's probably getting close to about 5 p.m. It has gotten quite dark now. You're in the proper like shade of the trees and stuff. Briefly, you might catch a brief glimpse of something green flying overhead, but it's going quite fast and it's quite high up.
Okay. DM, we have no music going, just so you know.
I think I have music. Oh, maybe I've muted it. Oops, that's my bad. Roll20 does not like me today. What was I playing? We go with a bit of new beginning.
One question.
Go over it.
Before we left Vespera, sorry, I know he flew off and whatever, but could I have left a little gold coin on the stump of the tree for if he does come back, he might see it?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just in case. Just to be like, we're so sorry, but thank you. He probably won't know, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah, dragons like their gold. He might sniff it out.
Yeah, he might. You might see it glinting in the sunlight tomorrow.
So, as you guys kind of, at this stage, you're probably like the clearing is probably here, like where this tree line is. Like you're probably on the stair edge. This was just a smaller clearing, easier to kind of keep an eye on everything. More flat ground, less roots and stumps in the way. So yeah, as the gear is cooking, is there anything you guys are particularly like doing while this is happening? Any of the others while Keeva's cooking away?
I've broken out my dice set and am offering to play a game of dice, something that you play with dice. I don't know what games you play with a dice set, but
yeah, give me 2 seconds there. I have a resource.
One of those things that you get in your inventory that no one ever uses.
Dave says houses and humans.
Yeah, that's what Vespera. That's what Vespera is falling off to do. So, give me 2 seconds here. I have a thing for this somewhere.
I have a dragon chess set. Is that anything?
Yeah.
Fate.
Never had that before.
A game of dragon chess, yeah.
We could do that too.
Yeah, I'll play a
All the
game
games.
play a game of dice with you.
Yeah, we're gonna do a hand of. Can we do hand of fate? Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to look at these here now.
Maybe strip dice or something. I don't know.
Or maybe money.
Okay, yeah, Hand of Fate is very straightforward. So you pull out a 12-sided die, or 2d6s, actually. I think we'll just say because it's a normal dice set you're more likely to have. So it's similar to kind of Texas Hold'em, casino-style poker. It has its rules. It's flop, turn, and river. The premise of Hand of Fate is quite simple. Each participating player plays however much they want to pay to join in the pot, if they're paying at all. Bets can be adjusted, yourself. A player then rolls 2d6 dice and keeps it secret from his or her fellow players. Each player can then choose to fold and forfeit their bet, call the bet, or raise the bet if they feel confident. After that, a D12 die is rolled, or a D6 die is rolled, and that becomes a community dice that everyone can see. After the roll, the players can again call, raise, or fold their bets, and once this round is finished, another D6 is rolled, 2 community dices, and then this is the final part where you can adjust, the same as poker, and then you have to reveal your own. The player with the highest combined value of his or her own die and the community die wins, essentially. So, straightforward enough,
Really?
Let's play chess.
I think.
That sounded really complicated to me.
It's basically everyone playing roll 2d6.
Why do
Privately,
we-
so roll to GM.
I personally I prefer only to play for drinks or strip, as you said. So if it's for money, I'm out.
How do roll GM?
In the dice roller, there should be 2 GM as a toggle here.
Is
Top.
there?
Yes. Okay.
Aha.
Okay.
There we go.
Is it just VPI and Ridmack playing?
I'm cooking.
Yep.
I'm confused, so I'm watching. I've never seen this game before, so she's just learning.
Okay. Arthur, are you playing?
I am not, because we're not playing for strip or drink.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll roll the first of the.
Arthur's still
You-
sat there.
You
Taking
have the
his clothes
choice
off, though.
at this point whether or not to fold or raise or bet if you are betting.
I'll put a gold in.
Yep.
What's the community number?
Your number is now 4.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put a gold in.
Yep. So the pot is currently, I'd say it's a gold buy-in. So the pot is now at 3 gold. Is max rate is max matching or calling or folding?
Obviously, Max knows how to play what he's doing.
Yeah. So essentially, it's like poker. So you'd see what you have. You add the 4 to your total. You have the choice of raising the bet. So he's put a gold in. So you can now match and put a gold in, or you need to fold and he wins the hand.
Oh, I don't know. Let's just. Oh, hell. Raise it. Why not?
Yeah, I will send you. I've changed it to 2d6 instead of a d12 myself, but I'll send you the actual list of it here. Give me one sec here.
Going for highest or lowest in total, or are we doing like
It's
pairs?
highest total. Remember, it's dice. If you're doing cards, if I had a card deck on this thing, we do that. I put in the Discord the rules. I'm using 2d6 as opposed to a d12 because I think it's just more fun, and it's more like having your 2 cards. So that isn't in the Arcane Adventures and Andromedus chat. If you guys want to review. So wherever you see
with
d12, just substitute 2d6.
Yep. Okay, so you're putting in another gold.
Gold. Yeah.
So we're at a pot of 4. Max gonna
So-
look at his dice again.
Nice.
And also, if you want to bluff, feel free to roll deception and insight checks. If you want to introduce that. Alternatively, you can just actually bluff in RP, whatever you prefer.
Well, seeing this is a friendly game, let's put another gold in there.
Yeah, the pot is up to 5 gold. If you can either fold and then Ridmack gets all 5, or you can raise and see what happens. I will then roll the next community die if you do.
Let's raise him again.
Okay, that's now. Are you raising by 1 again? Yep, 6 gold each. You've matched. Last community die, and then we will. You'd the final choice whether to fold or thing, and then we'll reveal. So that is 1d6. I'm probably doing this wrong, but fuck it, it works. It's a 3. So tell up your totals. Choose whether or not you want to stay in or not, and then we'll reveal.
All right. Seeing as this is
Yeah,
a friendly game, I will raise you another gold and your man's shoes.
Who's your man's shoes?
His lordship.
No, you're not getting my fucking shoes. What the fuck are you on about?
I thought you wanted to play some kind of strip there. I didn't want to like embarrass you by doing it myself. So
He's not
No,
even
no.
playing.
Not even playing.
I'll match it. I'll match it and a glove.
Ooh,
glove, okay.
And a glove. All right. I
So,
see it.
this is your last chance.
Quit while you're behind, dude. Quit while you're behind.
So, either you can now choose whether you're going to fold and bow out, or if you want to reveal and we'll see.
Right. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find out.
So, if both of you would type your total number into, including all community dice, into chat there, send there, I will say when to hit enter.
Okay.
Let me know when you're both ready.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Whenever you're ready, go. Ridmack wins.
Yeah.
Enjoy your clothing.
So, Ridmack, you will get a total of, I believe, if my maths is correct, 8 gold. So be by deduct however many gold. You use 1 in, and then you raise, I think, 3 times total. You put 4 in each. So deduct 4 gold from your sheet and a glove, I guess.
Oh no, it's Arthur's glove.
Okay, Arthur's glove. Arthur, deduct your glove from your sheet if it's been successfully stolen.
I mean, I haven't stolen it, but I'm just going to remind Arthur that he owes me a glove.
Yeah, fair. Arthur now owes you a glove. This is canon. So yeah, Ridmack, you win that, so you gain your 4 gold from the party. There. So with that, is there anything else you guys would like to achieve before we settle down and take our watches? And after we do our watches and wake up in the long morning, that's what we'll call this session.
No, not for me. I'm gonna eat.
Not particularly.
I'll take this little bottle of wine out of my backpack and take a swig of it. Put it back in, trying to make sure nobody else saw me do it because I don't really want to share because I haven't got a lot.
Stealth.
I haven't got a lot. I have something for this. Lightly obscured. So okay. So if I moved away, so I'll say, can somebody watch the meat for a second? It's nearly done. I really need to answer the call of nature.
Not a problem. I can do that.
Make sure you dig a hole.
Okay, not that call of nature. And I'll go over into the trees because then I get mask of something. Mask of the wild. I don't know if it'll help me at all, but it says you can attempt to hide even when you are lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rains, no, blah blah blah. I don't know if that will give me advantage or anything.
Let me see. Heavily obscured. Yeah, you're heavily obscured, so yeah, advantage.
Okay, great. Advantage, because I don't think my stealth is good. Please don't be another one. Hey, 22.
Yes. Yeah, as far as you're concerned, nobody has a passive of over 20, so yeah, you're grand.
And she hasn't got a drinking problem. She just wants to have a drink and not share her drink because she has until we get to a village.
Yeah, because she can definitely quit at any time she wants.
Yeah, of course she can. And then she'll walk back out and go, ah, that was nice. And sit here.
Relieved?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, so at that stage, what is the watch order? Who's taking watches? We need at least 3 to get through the night. You can take them in pairs or you can take them solo.
I'll take the first one.
You are an elf, so you do get trance, so you only need to sleep for 4 hours. Elara, I do believe, is a half elf. You still need your full rest. Yep. So, I think Ridmack gnomes need a full sleep as well, right?
I can take the darkest point of night since I think my dark vision is
probably
the best of the group. So
yeah,
I'll take the darkest point, second watch.
Who wants to take the third watch?
I can take the third watch. She's a bit of a night owl, so she'll wake up anyway. So
I'll go first then. If no one else is.
Oh, I was going first. But I can do 2 because I only need 4 hours, so I can dovetail or whatever.
It's up to yourselves in that regard.
Well, then Archer's going to be a dick and go straight to sleep.
In character.
Can I please get a D20 roll from whoever's doing this watch, please?
Okie dokie. Oh, I did it with advantage still, I think.
It doesn't matter. Just take the first roll.
Why is it not coming up? 18. Oh, I didn't. I turned it.
Yeah. So in the 2 hours of your first 2 hours of your watch. You're taking a 4 hour watch there yourself, like as you only need to transfer for. So you're actually taking a double shift, and I'd say Ridmack maybe wakes up halfway through to kind of assist with the darkest hours. During the first 2 hours, your watch passes mostly uneventfully. You do hear movement in the bushes, but from what you, with your past perception, you can mostly tell there's a few foxes. At some point, a wolf does briefly poke into the clearing, but then moves on upon seeing people. Peacefully enough, it is a normal sized wolf, not a dire wolf. There was no aggression. It was more curiosity than anything. It saw the embers of the fire, wanted to see what was happening.
Okay.
Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yep. Perception. 11. Back to my shit rolls.
No, yeah, you don't seem to hear anything. Anything or see anything specific during this watch.
Okay.
It passes by after about 2 hours. Ridmack, I think maybe naturally gets up as part of the watch. Can I get a D20 from you, John?
More than happy to do D20. It would like to roll. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't be going to GM. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. What was the result? I'm looking on the table.
It is a 6.
6, yeah, no. Same again, like, it's kind of uneventful. You yourself do notice a few times during the night, like a loud-ish flapping noise that almost sounds like thunder in the distance, but you know yourself that's not what it is. Something large is flying, maybe a few miles away.
Talos.
Could be Talos. You don't know that.
Yeah. It's probably Talos.
Probably a dragon is more so what you're assuming. A
Worships
bit bigger,
Talos.
bit bigger than it could do.
Yeah.
Dragons are free spirits. If it's a lightning dragon, there is a chance. It sounds much larger than the Spira. Is what you get. Probably an adult of sorts. But beyond that, your watch kind of both your watches passes without much interference.
Cool.
Following that, I think it was Elara that was taking the next watch.
Yep.
Yeah, same again. Could I get a D20 off you?
See?
18.
18 again. Yeah, same on this encounter. You see more bits of wilderness, some more animals kind of making their way. At one point, you see a badger just kind of walk through the camp.
Aww.
Just kind of plods through. Looks at you, looks concerned, and then just scutters off.
Badger.
It looked like it considered attacking, but then thought better.
No, because she's warm and welcoming and caring, so she would have been like,
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna
badgers are assholes. So
They
Not
get a bad
Lara.
rap.
they do get a bad rap, but badgers will fuck you up. So
We have them down home. They're really sweet.
fair enough. I've only had one encounter with a badger and it chased me like for a while.
Oh no, they're
so
so sweet. No,
They like tea in Narnia.
Oh, fair.
they're like rich tea biscuits.
Yeah, so it kind of goes one his way. There
I'll give him a biscuit.
into the distance. If you
Enjoy.
you toss it to its way, it doesn't come near you. By
No.
any chance, it kind of waits for you to kind of back off from where you
Yeah,
put the
of
biscuit,
course.
and then gets it and runs off into the
She'll
distance.
just wander around looking for any more creatures.
No, that wolf seems to be still in the vicinity. You
Okay.
see it. You don't see it itself, but you do see the yellow eyes watching you through the woods as you kind of walk around.
Yeah, she'll
But,
just keep an eye, but she won't do anything.
yeah.
She's not threatening.
I think most of you are like, well, I don't know how Arthur would particularly be, but most of you with more wilderness experience would know that like wolves as a solitary unit aren't likely to attack large groups of people. Even then, like as a pack, they tend to more so avoid them. This one may just be genuinely curious as to why people are camping in, because it wouldn't be very common you'd get people camping in the Aegis Woods, so it's probably genuine curiosity as why it's sticking around. Chat's been going off. Let's see this card deck. Village. Flap, Flappy McFlap, Flappy Worm, Mushroom, Snack Meat, Snack. Yeah, essentially a lot of that going on. As we come to the end of your watch, could I ask everyone but Kian to remove their headphones, please?
No.
I accidentally put my emergency SOS on.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was.
Stop frightening the life out of me.
Yeah, needed. So, Arthur, as you sleep, you're having a fucking horrible nightmare. Like, this is not pleasant. You have ventured away from home thinking this would be some grand adventure, glamorous adventure, you'd be the hero. And anything but has been seemingly the case. Your mind kind of wanders as you sleep. It's kind of one of those dreams where you nearly like stand up out of your body. And as you wander like this forest, you go deeper and deeper and you're traveling impossibly far. Much further than you would actually be able to accomplish in a night. And things just get darker and darker and darker. The monsters you see are more and more and more terrifying. Part of you, for a moment, considers, was this worth it? And as you come face to face in the depths of a deep, dark cave, a faint red glow creaking through the rocks. You kind of reach out towards it, and then, snap, you're back in your body. And that was it. You wake up.
That's not fucking good.
Nope. It's what you DM'd me about a few months ago.
I know.
Traitor. What's going on?
Yeah. So yeah, no. I will say, at this point, it's probably morning time. But Arthur, you do wake in a cold sweat.
I kind of shake it out of me.
You didn't sleep well, not enough to the point where you'd have exhaustion. But if you feel like if you had another night or two of this, you probably would start suffering from a bit of exhaustion.
And then I do the like stage thing. Like I'm very much fucked. And then as soon as I'm getting to my tent door, I'm like, oh, that was fucking great. Oh, love a good sleep. Oh.
You were noticeably standing slightly lopsided as your back is not fully straight.
Yes.
Are you sure
great.
about that?
Oh, amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. Oh.
Venison for breakfast?
Of course.
Venison bacon, deer bacon.
Nice.
I would have liked to have got up maybe hour or so before.
Yeah.
And just
as long as you don't do any
any
strenuous activity, that would be considered fine as part of your rest. You don't need to sleep for 2 hours.
I've had a full night's sleep because I've
you've had a full 6 at least, anyways.
done anything overnight.
Yep.
So I want to just see if are there any sort of bird nests in the trees that maybe we could get some eggs out of, and some mushrooms under the trees.
Yeah, roll investigation, and then with the mushrooms, roll. Yeah, you're gonna need to roll a luck check. You'll find mushrooms, but you know.
Let me do that one first.
And I'll need nature checks then on the mushrooms as well.
That's a 2 on that.
That's the luck check. Yeah, that's odds or evens. So that's good luck. So you do find definitely an abundance of mushrooms. I will need a nature check from you.
Nature check.
Yeah. To identify what is and isn't edible.
6.
Yeah, you're fairly certain. You're fairly certain this is all edible.
Okay. And for the eggs,
All
investigation.
mushrooms are edible.
Yeah.
Some are edible only once.
I will say with the 6, you're confident none of them will kill you.
8.
Will they give us funny dreams?
You don't know. 8, you don't find any eggs.
Well, I'll take some mushrooms back and to camp to cook up to have.
1 or 2 of them are moist.
Venny bacon. Yeah, that's all right. Moist mushrooms, it's good for you.
I don't do mushrooms, sorry. You'll have to.
Me either.
Hey.
I'll just take the venison.
You cook them up. They're just
If you
they're
cook
just
it-
stew.
In a
Ridmack,
little
I will say,
bread.
Ridmack, just being a ranger, Ridmack, you know exactly what each of these mushrooms are.
Mm-hmm.
There are
And,
a few funny mushrooms.
You know, my lordship, there's some really lovely fungus that your man here found. If you feeling extra fancy today, sir.
I'm gonna roll insight on that.
Yeah, go for it. John, roll deception. Actually, is that a lie? Is that a lie from Ridmack?
Is that really a lie?
Are you you're trying to deceive him into taking shrooms, though? So I suppose, yeah.
Really, I'm just letting him know that they're available. Really. But guess to hide intent.
Can I roll insight to try and not let our friends let other friends get
The shrooms.
roofied?
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't call it room feed now, but yeah.
We both got 11.
Perception. Can I go on perception?
No, it'll be insight.
Damn it!
You both got 11. I'll leave roll off. Roll these.
No, that's not good.
So, yeah, D20 each. Whoever gets highest wins.
Just a straight D20.
Yeah.
Very well.
You got a 5.
Oh,
It's an 18.
Yeah, you believe him, and
I didn't say they were safe. I said that
Kiva,
there were
like
some
Kiva,
lovely
you probably
ones.
being a wood elf, Kiva, you probably know that there is probably a chance that some of them are dodgy, but you don't know. You're not convinced.
I'll still
You didn't
say
study
it's
the
Kean.
shrooms.
Sorry, not Kean, Arthur. I will say, I'm not. Some of them are a bit funny looking. I wouldn't chance them. There's plenty of venison left over. We can just have that.
I mean, if you don't want them, I'll take them. You know,
You know
it's
what?
fine.
Honestly, I don't particularly like mushrooms. I had a bad experience back in college, so we'll stick to the venison.
Yes. The colleges of Wyvern Toe. Interesting place for mushrooms. Most of them are magic, but not in the way you want them to be.
What'd you say you went to college for? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, well, so it was well, that my daddy paid for it all. I believe. What did I do? I think it was. Yeah, I believe it was like history and what is the equivalent of like English in this?
Literature.
Like English, like it was like history and literature.
Common.
Like common stuff.
Common studies. Yeah.
It was very fun, you know, lots of
Was it
partying and lots of drinking.
was it a clown college?
No, that was down the road.
They sound like joke degrees.
There's a lot of people out there, those common folk, making a lot of money, you know, reading books and stuff.
You know, it's when you're so rich, it doesn't really matter. I was mainly there for the experience.
Is that why you're right here with us?
Exactly, for the experience.
Oh.
Except we're doing milestones now. I don't say that.
Yeah. Experience, as Dave said in chat earlier. That spear is long gone. You were probably about 3 hours walk away from it. At this stage, yeah, like so. If you want to store those mushrooms, you'll have 8 normal, like portobello or whatever. Or maybe not portobello; they're really expensive. But like normal edible mushrooms that won't do anything to you. And then you will have 3 funny mushrooms that can be used how you choose to. However, as a ranger, I will tell you, I do allow crafting, like with that sort of stuff. If you want to make fancy arrows, and if you want to distill those into a poison or something like that, you can make some with some fucking crazy effects if you have time and an alchemist kit.
Well, I'll probably use those recreationally.
That's fine too.
You know, now's not the right time.
Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs.
I didn't say about doing drugs. That's just recreation.
Yeah, it's shrooms.
In the woods.
They're natural. They're food.
Yeah,
it's food
fine,
supply.
It's fine. It's fine.
This is going to end up like that one shot with Keith where your character was just tripping the entire time.
Yeah, on Quaaludes. It's fine. Right. Well, I hope you get all the experience you need there.
Exactly.
Best of luck.
No, you don't have to keep calling me that, okay? It's not actually my type.
The funniest point is Arthur, I don't think, is actually a lord, or his father is the lord either. Like, he's not royalty or anything.
I mean,
He's just
that's
rich.
what I want. Prince Arthur. His
No,
Majesty
the
Arthur.
So the
Arthur
actual
the
title
Fourth.
is Marquis, but you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Like a tent?
That's
Tent
probably where the word
Arthur!
comes from. Yeah, that's probably where the word comes from. Yes.
Oh, you have a marquee.
Oh, is that why you've got such a big tent?
Of course.
Thought it was pronounced Marquis.
Okay, do we want to keep going?
Oh, what's
I-
your father's name?
Oh, you wouldn't know him. It's from faraway
Try
lands.
me.
Very far. Oh, his name is also Arthur. Yeah. Arthur.
You
I'm
get
Arthur
that.
Kane. I'm Arthur Kane Junior.
So
Mm.
that
Or Arthur
make you
Kane the
oh,
second.
second, junior
And
the
what
second.
was the name of the kingdom you're from? Sorry.
So I'm gonna need to ask Carrick, what
You-
is there any other kingdoms specifically not from where I'm from that would have the accent I am doing?
Are you trying to say you're from like not Andromedus?
I'm not from where we've
See,
decided I'm from.
Wyvern Toe would be like normal. That'd be the main kingdom here. Like
Yeah.
you come in, like you'd speak how you speak. Like there's not really
Yeah.
specific accents per se. It's very multicultural.
I really should have messaged you beforehand.
Arsh. There's a Karst, which is to the south.
Just
It's in
make
the
it-
Riverlands. That's where I'm saying Karst is the Riverlands.
We'll go with Karst. That sounds. I
Yeah.
guess I'm from Karst. You know, near the Riverlands.
Hmm.
Nice.
Well, now
Feel
that
free to-
we're on informal,
We have very,
terms,
very nice wine.
Karst does not actually have good wine.
Yeah.
It's actually quite known for how shit its wine is.
Because I think of Elara's noble birth, and so
Yeah,
she'd
she'd know.
the people around. She'd be like, "Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, their wine. Yeah, it's
Interesting.
it's definitely got a reputation."
Very much so.
Karst is like the vineyards around Karst are like the cheap £6 bottles of wine. That's what they provide. It's mass produced, but
Blossom Hill
it's
2 for €1.
yeah, it's mass produced. So
Unless it's Hawk. Hawk is nice.
Well, okay, maybe not good, but
plentiful.
plentiful. Lots of quantity over quality.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Arthur
Now-
Jr.
Why don't we continue on our journey?
Sure. Let's get packed up.
No,
Let's
Yeah.
pack up and
lead
let's
the way, your
pretend
juniorship.
that we were never here.
As you guys pack up, I will pack up the stream and say a massive thank you to all you all for playing. I think now would be a good time, Zanny, to leave it as our party begins to continue their way towards Novus. Yeah, we'll pick up here in about 2 weeks. I have a lot of prep to be doing, and I better be get doing that. Thanks a million for everyone who stuck around for session 1 of this game. It's been a lot of work. Massive shout out to Dave in chat there, if he's still there, for stairs gobbling because my roll 20 decided it hates me. I'm going to have to sit down during the week and try to figure out what the fuck is up with that, because that makes it unusable.
He says we can raid, ready, steady, crit. if we
Yeah.
get the raid.
Good.
Definitely drop up the raid command in there and we'll pop in there. Make sure you guys go over and say hello. You do get channel points you can spend on boons if you do so. I think it's 250 if you join in a raid.
Nice.
So much for tonight,
Ooh.
Carrick. It's so much fun to
Yes.
start this.
And everybody.
Yeah, great. I really love your character so far. Ridmack is awesome. I love the this
Yeah.
mischievous nature of him. All of you have done a great job. I cannot wait to see what trouble Arthur managed to get you all into. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And how long it takes for Ridmack to get us all taking drinks.
Murdered. Or
I have no idea what you're talking
see,
about.
see, I love how Ridmack has introduced himself as the cop and is the
I
first
think
one to
we're
suggest
about-
murder. That's very
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you?
That's
well,
accurate.
Let's not get political here, but yeah, look, have you seen what's going on over on the
interesting.
pond there?
Interesting. But
Oh,
Like if you give a
are we
mouse a
about to
cookie,
go?
but like if you give the cop a gun,
Okay.
okay,
everyone,
yeah, okay, that's right before we can say something we can't take back.
Okay. Yeah, raid. Raid.
Red.
Right.
Bye, guys.
Right.
Bye,
Tune in,
everybody.
tune in Thursday for Graven Gang.
Bye.
Are we gone? Are we still here?
We're still here.
See you up.
What's happening?
We're still here.
We're nearly gone. We're nearly there.
Are we gone? Yay.
Are we gone?